Chalo. Good morning, everyone. Due to some technical issue, we'll start again. So, as you know that we are starting with your SBR batch for March or June 2026. And as I know, Arvind, when coming to Sunil mentioned, Ki, sir, I have already given this paper. And it was a little bit difficult to identify which standard applies. Yes or no? When coming to strategic business reporting, understand that when coming to ACC, especially when coming to professional level, the important point is what? One simple important point is that when coming to your professional level, you should think it's not that, ki, sir, we have learned any standard, any IS or IFRS. We will rectify this and we will do it. It will not work out that. Understand one important point. And when coming to your base, your FA, your FR, you have already covered IS and IFRS. When coming to your FR and FA, it's important that you know the calculation point of view. So depreciation calculation, how what is the value of how do we calculate NRV, etc. But when coming to your strategic business reporting, the paper is totally different. When coming to your professional level in your strategic business reporting, your SBR, you see that only 30 marks, 25 to 30 marks is of calculation when compared to your other papers. Like in FM you see, AFM you see 50 marks calculation, 50 marks theory. But when coming to your SBR, 25 to 30 marks max calculation will be there, and the rest 70 to 75 marks will be regarding your theory. And theory also, as I mentioned, you can't rectify the standard, you can write and you'll get marks. Yeah, you will get technical marks as we move forward. You'll get to know, okay, sir, how to out of 4 marks, how to get, etc. We will discuss that. So here, when coming to SBR, it's important that you link to the case, your justification. If I say today I have a tiger, I have an elephant, if I have a building, if I have a property, why will I say this as an asset? If I say this as an asset, I have to justify it because it will provide me some economic benefit. So as we move forward, you'll get to know the justification part is very important. And when coming to your SBR, when you see the answers which are provided by the ACCA, you see the answers are too lengthy. You'll not be able to write. As we move forward, you'll get to know that. So I hope you got a basic idea. Ki, sir, when coming to our FA and FR, what we have done that will not work out here. Yeah, when we learn the accounting standard, we will learn the journal entries, we will learn the application, etc., how to score the marks, etc. But when coming, sir, we have learned financial reporting. It's about reporting about your business. To whom? To the stakeholders. Why to the stakeholders? To the investors. Why? What do you think? Why it's important?
so that they can make an informed decision
They
whether
can
to
make an
invest in the
informed decision. A simple thing, if I'm doing a business today, you are an investor in my company, you have invested in 10 percentage in my company. I should report to you, know, how will you get to know whether the company is doing good or bad? You will say, sir, provide me the balance sheet, provide me the P&L, provide me the cash flow statement, etc. So the same thing we'll be doing here also. Now, when coming to the strategic business reporting, sir, why they have given a big name to this strategic business reporting? See, in the current world, debit, credit, the preparation of balance sheet, P&L are done by accountant also. Your juniors also will be doing that, etc. But when coming to as a ACCA member, as a ACC affiliate, you should know the accounting standards properly. Whether the classification which we do, whether it's an asset, under asset, which type of asset, whether it's an intangible, tangible asset, that is important. Any case scenario comes. Let's take today you're doing business. If you're doing business today and you say, ki, sir, I am selling an item to a customer. The customer will pay me after 10 years. The payment is done after 10 years, Baba. Should I record revenue today or should I record revenue after 10 years? That is a basic point. You will know, ki, sir, revenue I will recognize today, but how will you justify that? That is very important. When coming to SBR, the justification is very important. If your answer is wrong, also. So the answer which you have written is totally wrong. Still, you can score out of, let's say, 10 marks, you can easily score 7 or 8. And to pass your exam, 8 is very good. Out of 10, you're able to score 8 or 7. Your accuracy is 70%. It's very good to pass exam. Bas utna. So what I say, the justification part, as we do each IS and IFRS, I'll be staying maximum. Okay, this part from the standard, this is tested. You have to write bare minimum this to get the marks. And I hope you got an overview, an idea about SBR basically. It's not that I can't discuss in detail. Ha, sir, any accounting standard is there, how we will apply to the practical world, etc. We have to discuss that. And one more important point, as you know in ACCA, if the step 1 is wrong, sir, will they deduct the marks in step 2 also? What do you think? If your calculation in step 1 is wrong, then the calculation when you do step 2, step 3 will also be wrong. Will you still get marks? What do you think?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
they are
you
given
will
mark.
get marks. Understand, that is the reason I say we need not be perfect in when coming to SBR. When coming to standards, अपन को पंडित नहीं बनना है. We should need not know each and everything. What is important, we will focus on that and will pass the exam. And when coming to your professional exams, your professional marks are very important. When coming to SBR, there are 4, as you have a basic idea. And when coming to professional level, the important point is your time management. If a 10 mark question is given, sir, what is the time we have to spend on that? Bare minimum. Ah, sir, itna hi hai. After that, you have to move to the next question. If you waste your time there, to gaya paper. Understand that. Time management is very important, and in that allocated time, 10 minutes, how can I score the maximum marks? That should be a motto from day one only. Understand that. Yes, I've given a basic overview. Any doubts you can ask me, or let us start with the paper pattern, etc. XYZ. Okay. Yes. Nirbhay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Chalo then. I hope my iPad screen is visible to everyone. Let's spend time discussing the paper patterns, or how should we focus, what should be the mindset from the day one. After that, we will start with the basic today. Yes. So see now, when coming to your strategic business reporting, as you know, exam to sir हमको मालूम है sir 100 marks का है paper. Yes or no? Many will be saying, sir, we know sir paper is for 100 marks. It's not that we have no idea about this. सबको आइडिया कि सर 100 मार्क्स का पेपर है, सिंपल. Then the 100 marks, what is the duration when coming to your P level?
3 hours 15 minutes.
3 hours 15 minutes. Extra 15 minutes is available. Understand that. 3 hours 15 minutes. So basic calculation करते हैं. समझो 3 hours 15 minutes. What is the total minutes then? 60 into 3 plus 15. कितना हो गया ये?
55. 190.
195. Am I right? Yes. So 195 minutes you have, and you have to attend 100 marks. When you only say for 1 mark, what is the minute you will allocate? कितना minute allocate करोगे? For 1 mark, what is the minute you will allocate?
1.8 minutes.
1.8.
1.95.
1.95 na?
Sorry,
195 divided
195.
by
Yeah.
100, sir. 1.95. Sir, this is less than 2 minutes, sir. Yes or no? 1.95 is less than 2 only, Baba. So for 1 marks, you can maximum spend what? 1.95 minutes. Or I say 2 minutes, Baba, kaise bhi hai. If you attend the paper for 95 marks, 2 minutes, we can take it. So understand that time management is very important. I'll come to this all as we move forward. You'll get to know, ki, sir, kaise kya karna chahiye. Now coming to the paper pattern. Understand. There are 2 sections. Section A, Section B, sir. When coming to your skill level, you had 3 sections: Section A, Section B, Section C, sir. But when coming to your professional levels, 2 sections only: Section A, Section B. So Section A, 50 marks. Section B, 50 marks. Simple. Now, when coming to Section A, in Section A, 2 questions will be coming: Question 1 and Question 2. So Section B also 2 questions, 1 and 2. So the total questions that will be tested in your SBR are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple. 4 क्वेश्चन आएंगे, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं आएगा. Simple. Yes, sir. Now, today only I can say your question 1 will be for 30 marks. It's fixed कि 30 marks के लिए आएगा. And out of this 30 marks, the topic that is tested is your consolidation, group accounts. I hope सबको basic idea होगा. You would have a basic idea what does group account means. Group account means what? Sir, today I have a company. It's my company. I acquire one more company. It's A Limited. I acquire B Limited. If I acquire B Limited, A company will prepare balance sheet and P&L. B company will prepare balance sheet and P&L. Sir, when I combine these together, how will I do the accounting? How will I prepare the balance sheet and P&L? We'll be learning that. Yes, sir. Then IS and IFRS. It's not that the entire 30 marks will be tested for your consolidation. I say max 25 marks or 24 marks. A lot of time we have seen any small IS and IFRS has been tested. Sir, abhi IS and IFRS kya hai? IS and IFRS is the language to report about the company. Simple. When I want to report to the investors, to the stakeholders, I use the language known as what? IS and IFRS. Simple. What is this IS and IFRS? We'll come to accounting standard. Basically, it's accounting standard. They'll say when should you do debit, when should you do credit, what should you record, where should you record, etc. So, question number 2, sir. Question number 2 is regarding what? Question number 2 is regarding IS and IFRS, and accounting standard will be tested. Plus what? Ethics. Now, what does ethics means? You only say me. As an accountant, what does ethics means? Anyone? Let's take you're working in EY and you're doing a fraud. Is this okay? What do you think? No. It's not okay. So ethics, when coming to this, let's say you're an ACC affiliate, you're joining EY or any big force, and your manager is saying that do this work. And you know that when I do this, it is wrong, it's not correct. Will you still do it? It depends, sir, कि कैसे कि sir हमको job मिलेगा कि नहीं, क्या है, permanent position, etc. So this way the questions are tested when coming to ethics. Basic moral principles which you should follow as an accountant. Simple. That is also an important, that is the scoring area. Many students say ki sir ethics 10 marks for sure it will come in your exam, and the 10 marks is for sure and it is easy. It's not that some rocket science in this. Simple case scenario will be given, you have to identify and you have to write it down. We'll come to this. Yes. Any doubts in section A? What are the basic idea? Did you get a basic idea? So section A, what will be tested? 2 questions. First question will be from consolidation. The second question will be from ethics. So today only I say, when coming to your consolidation also, there are 3 topics. Either balance sheet, P&L or cash flow. वही आएगा, उससे अलावा कुछ आएगा नहीं. So as we do standards, I'll be mentioning this. Yes, sir. When coming to section B, the first question will be regarding 25 marks. Simple. And it will be regarding your financial reporting standards, the accounting standards, IAS and IFRS. And many students will struggle in this question. Question number 3. They will say कि sir, we are not able to identify only क्या करना है इधर, कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है. Many students will face this. So understand how can you overcome this through practice and be open to think. Today we have learned a topic, be open to think. If you think, it will be easy. नहीं तो थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगा ही होगा. Yes, sir. Then coming to question number 4. So question number 4 again 25 marks. Out of this 2 professional marks. When coming to SBR, the professional marks are 4. So we need not worry about that. As we do the topics, I will explain you. So question number 4, again it will be regarding what? Financial reporting standards. Any current issues. So current issue का meaning क्या है? We have heard a lot of time. What does current issue means, etc. XYZ. A simple thing. As you know that world is evolving and there are a lot of problems in the accounting standards. So when there are a lot of problems in the accounting standards, some of the other new treatment will come. So if I say today cryptocurrency, is there any particular standard for cryptocurrency? Nahi baba, nahi hai. When coming to, let's say today I'm doing a business, I am raising fund through internet. Let's say I'm an influencer, I have 10 lakh subscribers. I am saying that you invest in my company, I am raising funds through my subscribers. Whether the amount which I receive from my subscribers will be equity, will be a debt, etc. We have to classify. These all are the lot of problems which we face in the current world. Now when coming to your current world also, I am doing a business. Let's take Reliance is doing business, oil business. Can I say due to oil, problem is that to the environment or not? Simple, you only say me. So when coming to your business, nowadays investors sees what? Whether the company is damaging the environment or not, whether they are sustainable or not. All these points are considered. Whether, so we say no the term green investors. How will the investors get to know whether the company is doing good or bad to the environment? That also we have to report them. We have to report it. So that is also a current issue which we'll be learning. And these are the topics which are tested in your current issues. And this at the, let's take your exam is in March. So we will be doing this in February. Because if I do now also, theory है पूरा, सर भूल जाएंगे, कुछ याद होगा नहीं. So it's better that we keep at last, and it's not की rocket science, simple है. So I hope you have got a basic idea regarding your section A and section B. Any doubts to anyone? No doubts? Yes, sir. Now see, important points from my side. What is the first point? Can anyone explain? Chalo, देखता हूं मैं. Just read the first point what I have written and explain me. What do you think? Anyone? Nirbhay, Sunil, Rahul, Arvind.
डेप्थ नॉलेज तो नहीं चाहिए, बट बेसिक जो एवरी स्टैंडर्ड शुड नो द बेसिक देयर recognition, measurement, deregulation, everything you know, so should know.
Yes, yes. See, when coming to pass SBR, what I say, you should not go in detail of the standard. But class में मैं जाऊंगा detail. I say openly today. I will go in detail as Arvind know. निर्भय ने भी मालूम है. Why I say? Because जितना detail में जाएंगे वही question आएगा exam में. Last batch also, last attempt I have uploaded a prediction video what will come. वही आया था. And the examples which I have taken, practical example in revenue and leases, वही question test हुआ था. Yes, the examiner says what? Depth is not required. When coming to any IS and IFRS, you can go in detail. But what we will do, when we go in detail, there will be a limit where I'll stop. But what should you do? Yes, sir, we should learn in detail only. Yes, for the first, let's say, when last 15 days or 20 days, when you come to the exam focus, sir, we have completely focused on exam. At that time, yes, sir, ये थोड़ा difficult लग रहा है, छोड़ सकते हैं क्या? Many students will say that. I have seen last batch. I have seen one student. कि sir ये topic I also mentioned इतना important नहीं है, but it came in the exam for 10 marks. So you can't say anything here. Understand? I say examiner is saying examiner बोल रहा, मैं नहीं बोल रहा. Depth is not required, breadth is required. That means you should have a basic knowledge of the standard and you should think about that. सर अभी think करने को तो होता नहीं है, तो बेस्ट है कि सर डिटेल में पढ़ ले क्या क्या केसेस है. सिंपल. Either you know the base and you apply that and you think a lot. Either what you do कि सर आप ही करवा दो ना, हो जाएगा. So we will do that in the class. It's, and when you learn any standard, try to refer a lot of documents also, etc. अगर time है, नहीं है तो whatever I say in the class, follow that simple. Then understanding the requirement is very important. Question क्या पूछ रहा है? What is the question asking you? Many students will face a difficulty in this. They will just read the requirements, समझ में नहीं आ रहा what is the examiner asking us. So it's important that you first understand the requirement. I say my students that when you read the requirement, you should be able to link. Just reading the requirement, you should be able to link which standard will be applicable without reading the case scenario. And I will prove you. When doing a regular class and when we do our past papers also, you will be able to identify easily. कुछ problem नहीं होगा, I guarantee that. So through practice it will come. Do not worry, sir. Then time management, a very important part. Time management is very, very important. I say, if you attend 80, let's take 85 to 90 or 95 marks of your paper, so confidence है कि sir हो जाएगा. If not, if you just attend for 70 marks and कि sir होगा कि नहीं paper, तो थोड़ा बहुत risky है. Yes, there are two type of students in ACCA. I normally say who focus on accuracy and write less. Let's say who focus on accuracy and write 70 to 80, 75 marks of the paper, and many students who try to complete 95 to 100. Myself, I have written SBR for let's say 80 marks only, but still I've scored good marks only. When coming to my triple A also, I've only written for 70 marks. वो भी हो गया था. So it's important that what you write, you should have confidence कि sir इसमें marks मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. The examiner for sure will give me marks. As you practice, you'll get to know that. अगर वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो better focus on what completing the paper. ये कि the examiner will also not say you, कोई नहीं बोलेगा. I say that it works. If someone is saying you कि you have written only for 70 marks and you will not pass, myth hai. I say I've written my ATX paper for 84 marks, I got 79. So focus on that. अगर accuracy ठीक है तो कोई issue नहीं है. Sir, accuracy ठीक नहीं है कि sir we have doubts, sir. 8 marks question came, we have written 7 sentences. Sir, we know कि 7 sentences which you have written is very good and very proper and linking to the case, 7 marks done. अगर doubt है, do not waste much time. 4 points you know sir are correct, and then write 1 or 2 points more, move forward. Do this. Then writing skill, we will learn this, no issues in that. Then application of IS and IFRS. As I mentioned, the application of standards is very important when coming to the practical world. Then at end, you have to give marks. You have to practice. As I do one topic, I will give you the list of the questions. These are the exam past papers which you have to do. You have to do it. And you have to send me. You have to type it out and you have to send me. It's not required you type out each and everything. Some questions starting few days you have to do that so that you get that confidence also. If you keep at the end ki sir hum directly de denge kar lenge to difficult hoga. As you mentioned many ki sir first SBR is a first professional paper, so follow that. And the questions which I take in the class will be same as your past papers or anything that comes in your exam. Understand that? Yes. Are the important points clear to you? Everyone? Yes. And understand one important point. I say to pass SBR, you should know what? 200 to 250 sentences. कितने sentences? 200 to 250 sentences. Sir, रट्टा मार ले क्या? Sir, we will ratify. Will we pass SBR? कभी भी नहीं होगा. It will not happen. 250 to 200 sentences you have learned. You should know the application of that. Where should you apply this? If a question comes, sir, okay, that sentence which you have learned in any standard, it is helping in this question. Write down that sentence, explain it, done. Yes, sir. This was the now coming to the hack to pass SBR exam. It's not written anywhere. Based on my planning, etc., I say this to the students. As you mentioned, ki sir, 100 marks total mein. Total time is what? 195 minutes per minute. Per mark, what is the minute you can allocate? 1.95. Simple. Now see the allocation. Section A. Question number 1 is for 30 marks. What is the duration? Duration कितना है? 1 hour. So I say when coming to your first question, your consolidation 1 hour, not more than that. Many students will spend time here 1.5 hours, 1 hour 40 minutes. Then they say कि sir paper बहुत lengthy था, we were not able to complete it. If you spend here more than 1 hour in consolidation, you will not be able to attend the full paper. Simple. And when coming to this 30 marks, what should be your aim? You only say in 1 hour, what should be your aim? Out of 30 marks, how much should you score? You only say. I will not say anything. आपको क्या लगता है? What should you do? What should be your aim?
At least 20, 24, 25.
24 to 25. Okay. What others? What do you think? Arvind, Nirbhay, Rahul Mehta, good morning. What do you think?
20 marks.
20 marks? Okay. Rahul, what about you?
25 and above.
25. अरे मैं बोलूं बेसिक बार मिनिमम रखते हैं. We will keep the basic bar minimum of 20 to 22 marks. 24 to 25 थोड़ा higher side हो जाता है. It becomes a little bit more. Yeah, through practice you can easily manage this. Once you're done with the syllabus, once you're done with the practice, yeah, you should aim for this, I say. But today let us keep the target of what? 20 to 22 marks and easy hoga. Understand? Yes, sir. Then question number 2. It is 20 marks. So what is the time you can allocate? 40 minutes, not more than that. Not more than that. Yes, sir. This is also clear to us. Then question number 3. Question number 3, I say what? 48 minutes. Question number 4 also 48 minutes, not more than that. Is this clear to everyone? Per mark, what is the time you have to allocate? 1.95. So when you're practicing any past paper also, keep that in mind. I've seen my last batch students also, as I give the questions, they used to solve me and send me within the time allocated. It's not that you should be perfect. Understand from day one. Perfect nahi hona hai apan ko. Yes, sir. Any doubts to anyone? No? Chalo then. Yes, sir. So this is what I say. What should be your target? Question number 1, 20 marks का target bare minimum. This is bare minimum I say. इसके नीचे नहीं जाना है. You should not think about that. From today only have that mindset. Simple. So the next question number 2. Out of 20, 15 marks should be your aim. And you can easily score. In question number 2, you can easily score this. Understand. So कितना हो गया section A में? What is the total? 35.
35.
Bare minimum 35 you should. सर 35 नहीं हो रहा, सर 30 आ रहा है, कोई नहीं बाबा, कोई नहीं, no issues, but you should aim for what? 35 from today only. Yes, sir. Then when coming to this one, section B, 25 marks, 25 marks. What is the bare minimum you should? 15 to 18 marks. Sir 15 to 18 नहीं होगा sir. Let's take 12 to 14 also. Let's take 13 only. 13 plus 13 कितना हुआ ये total? 26 plus 30. How much is this?
56.
50. Bare minimum I say you should aim for 60. Bare minimum I say you should aim for 60. And if I give a question for 10 marks, out of this, let's take you're getting 60%. Your accuracy is 60 only. Yeah, sir, 50% is our accuracy, but I say what? Now, little bit improve your accuracy to 60. If your accuracy is 60 out of 100 into 60%, कितना हो गया? 60 marks. It's enough to pass the exam. So whenever you start with your practice and whenever you see any question of 10 marks, 8 marks, 4 marks, keep a aim of having 60% accuracy. I'll focus. Sir, 10 mark question means 6 sentences I will write down, I'll get 6 marks. After that, I'll see what are the additional 4 marks where I'm losing, what should I focus on. Any doubts on this? What should be your aim from day one? I hope no, Baba. किसी को कोई doubt नहीं है. Yes, sir. So this is the syllabus area. We'll not discuss this as we move forward. We'll get to know. Yes. So these are the standards which we'll be learning. Your IS and IFRS. Sir, इतने सारे हैं. Abhi I'll not discuss what is this, etc. I hope everyone knows the difference between your IAS and IFRS. What is IAS? पहले बता दो, ये तो बता दो. हाँ.
Sir,
IAS.
international accounting standards which are based on the past conceptual frameworks.
Okay. अरविंद ने तो इतना टेक्निकल बोल दिया कि राहुल, अरविंद, निर्भय एंड सुनील विल बी सेइंग कि सर पहली बार सुन रहे. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना? इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, नो? यस और नो इन द चैट बॉक्स मेरे को समझ में आ जाएगी इफ यू आर नॉट सेइंग. कोई इशू नहीं. IFRS, व्हाट इज IFRS? इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल
रिपोर्टिंग.
अरे नथिंग बाबा, जस्ट टू इंट्रोड्यूस समथिंग, जस्ट टू मेक आवर लाइफ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, कुछ नया नाम दे दिया. आई से दिस में. Yes. Yeah. So these are the standards which we'll be learning. पूरा लिस्ट अपन करेंगे. Yes sir. So इतने सारे कब कवर करेंगे sir? How we will do this? No issues. Understand it. Now see the important topics. I have divided the SBR syllabus in 6 parts. कितने parts में? 6 parts. I have divided the SBR syllabus. Understand that. As I mentioned कि सर हमको perfect होना है क्या? नहीं बाबा, नहीं होना है perfect. As I mentioned. Sir, are the FA and F7 standards important? Sir, are F7 standards important, sir? IES 16, IES 2 inventory, IES 41? Yes. Every attempt, your FR, your FA part is tested for 12 to 14 marks. If you think, sir, the small standards which are already tested in, which already we have done in FR are not important, remove that from your mind. I have seen September attempt IES 23, your borrowing cost, which you have learned in your FR, was tested for 7 to 8 marks. Intangible asset was tested. The last attempt, December attempt, I say. IAS 16, the basic first standard which you learn in your FR, was tested for 14 marks in SBR. And it was very easy question which we learn in FA also. FA ka knowledge tha. So when coming to small standards, if you think is important nahi hai, yeah, it's important and we can't predict anything ki sir kuch bhi aa sakta hai. And it's not that ki sir one set of paper is there. There are 3 to 4 set. And I usually say that you prepare for 300 to 400 marks. Simple. Because it's not fixed ki sir, if a student is getting a question from IAS 16, I also will get that. It's not possible. So when coming to ACCA, there are 3 to 4 set of paper. कौन सा भी आपको मिल सकता है. So when you compare, it will be totally different. Sometimes you compare with your friends, it will be similar. Understand that? Yes, sir. Now part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. Sir, इतना standards की तो number लिख लिया आपने. Now it will be difficult for you to remember the name of the standard from the first day. But as we do the topic, याद हो जाएगा. So do not worry about that. Yes, sir. IFRS 18, is this important, sir? It is important. As you had your balance sheet format, P&L format, yes, it was under IAS 1, it has been replaced by IFRS 18. So I say it's an important standard for the coming attempts also. Then you have your IFRS 13. One more topic from fair value. अभी क्या fair value etc. As we move forward, सबको clear हो जाएगा. So this handout will be shared in the group. You will understand as we move forward. सब मालूम पड़ जाएगा अपन. So do not worry about that कि सर इतने सारे पढ़ने. It will be very easy, I say. So part 1, I say it's about your FR. Most of the standards you have already covered, but again we will do in detail on. Understand that. Part 2 also you have done in your FR. Again I will do in detail in SBR. Why? Because see, this is new but not so important. Part 3 is very important, beta. Part 4 very important. Part 5 very important. Part 5 is of your consolidation. Part 5 is about your consolidation. Each and every standard is regarding consolidation. And when coming to this, these two parts are very important. In SBR, there are 6 big standards I usually say. Revenue, leases, financial instruments, your employee benefit, deferred tax, your income tax, and your share-based payment. 6 standards, and these 6 standards are very important. Out of this, sir, which are the 3 most important? Revenue, leases, financial instruments. These are 3 topics which are very important, and question will be there for 15 to 20 marks in your exam. Today only have that mindset ki sir, these 3 standards we can't neglect. Yes, sir. And then coming to your part 6, it's about your theory, your sustainability standards. And when coming to your analysis of financial statements like ROC, ROE, that ratios thing. So is that important? Yes, sir. December attempt, we have seen a 12-mark question regarding ratio analysis for cash flow. So ratios are also important. This, see, examiner is saying what? The examiner is saying that it is assumed that students have the knowledge of FR. When you see the content in your study on the study hub, some parts are not in detail as your F7, but ACCA examiner says that it is assumed that you have that knowledge. So it's important that we learn each and everything. Yes, sir. Now, when coming to this, how to answer the question, SBR question, we will discuss this here. Now, coming to the important standards. I hope you can see this. Sir, revenue you mentioned, sir. Financial instruments I mentioned, leases I mentioned. Most important. Then the other 3, IAS 19 employee benefit. Sir, employee benefit ka meaning kya hai? Arey Baba, if you're working for my company today, I will pay you salary, no? I will pay you salary. After 30 years, you'll get your pension. How should we do accounting for that? Then income tax. It's totally a new concept. If you have learned F7, so it is same, nothing new in this. Share-based payment. What is share-based payment? This is also an important topic. Share-based payment basically means today I purchase an item for you. I say कि I do not have cash. मेरे पास cash ही नहीं है. So what I say, I will give you what? Shares of my company. So how we will do the accounting for that? Yes, sir. Then your IFRS 18, very important, which has replaced your IAS 1. Which has replaced your IAS 1. Then your IFRS 8 operating segments, an important topic. So these are the topics which I say very important. Yeah, there are other topics also which are important, which relates to your F7. See, F7 important topics. IAS 38 intangible asset, IAS 36 impairment, IAS 37 provision, IFRS 5 non-current asset held for sale. सर अभी समझ में नहीं आ रहा ये IAS 38, 36, we have no such, no issues. I have mentioned this as we do the topics, you'll be comfortable. So do not worry about that. But I hope you got a basic idea, sir, what should be the mindset from today only regarding the hack to pass your SBR exam and the time allocation and what is the target bare minimum you should have in your mind. Clear to everyone? Yes? Any doubts to anyone? Any doubts? You can ask me now. Arvind बोले sir doubt नहीं है. अरे बाप, if you be in my regular class as enroll, आपको कैमरा चालू करना ही पड़ेगा. नहीं तो what I will not get to know what are you doing on the other side. Yes or no? कि सो रहे हो कि बिस्तर पर ही लेट के क्लास देख रहे हो कैसे?
नहीं सर.
अरे नहीं निर्भय सर, मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. कोई नहीं, चलो. राहुल, सुनील, निर्भय, any doubts?
No, sir.
No. Did you get a basic overview? Sunil, did you get a little bit confidence कि सर ऐसे फॉलो करना है, क्या करना अभी?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, चलो.
Yes.
So with this basic overview दिया हुआ, I have given a basic overview. We have discussed as we move forward, as we do the standards, सब समझ में आ जाएगा. Do not worry about that. Okay? Yes, sir. Now, today, what we will do? Today we'll start with your basic. Sir, what is balance sheet? What is P&L? What do we record in that, etc. Because I say, as I mentioned, examiner is saying what? If you know the base, it is good. And today, the class which I do, the basic, understand, whenever we learn any accounting standard, we will not be learning from directly, we will not start with any standard. I will take the basic to basic example and you only will be saying me the answer. If you know the basic accounting principles, Nirbhay ko malum rahega, Arvind also will be knowing this. When we start any accounting standard, it's not that we will directly jump to that. Normally, we will think, ki, sir, kya hoga? And then what is the standard saying? So easily, as we do the basic of the accounting principle, it's just that you apply this and you yourself develop the standard. Simple, I see. If you know the basic today, what we do, and the basic, what is asset, what is liability, other things, what is substance over form, what is matching principle, accrual principle, use this only and you can develop the standard, nothing else in that. So whenever we start any standard, we will discuss the basic and then we will link to the conceptual framework, kya hai, kya nahi, and we will start with that. Okay. Yes, sir, there is no doubts in this. Now, chalo, let us start with your class. तो ओरिएंटेशन दिया मैंने, क्या है क्या नहीं इंपॉर्टेंट एक्सेट्रा. Now, sir, yes, when coming to the notes, sir, should we make the notes, etc. क्या करना चाहिए, etc. XYZ. Listen that. You have an idea about the paper pattern. Even though if you have not written, no issues, the PDF will be shared with you. These PDF also, the notes will be shared with you, etc. Every standard, see, I will show you. If you have watched the December batch, let me show the standard which you know, IFRS 15 revenue. See, these are the notes for IFRS 15. Yes, sir. This will be provided to you. If one standard, you have to refer to this one PDF only. Sir, notes are also included in this, handwritten notes. Examples are also included in this. Yes, sir. And then the questions which we take, basic questions. And this topic, this topic is this is a basic question number 1 from this topic which can be tested. We do that. And I'll say the past paper relating to this. There is a past paper which you have to solve. Same question. Do it. Your work is done. Now, when coming to the class, sir, you have to maintain a notebook. You have to make running notes, your own notes. You need not make the detailed notes. You will be getting this. So when in the class, what should you do? You should focus on listening to me and understanding. And once I start with a question to write, you also have to write down in your own ways. Let it be wrong, Baba. I have written, you see, I have written 4 points to get 4 marks. No issue. You also write it down. Whether right, wrong, no issues. See, I say it's not your problem. From UKG, LKG class 1, 2, 3 till your 10th, 12th, you have written on your paper. Now, if I say you type on Excel, it's if you're okay, it's okay for you, sir, will type on Excel, no issues, or Word, etc. But I say if you write down, it will be here. So when coming to any topic, make basic running notes. Saying sir, these are the points which I have to keep in mind, and I will say okay, this is the sentence which you have to remember from in this topic, etc. And when I write the answers, you also have to frame your answer. See. Yes. You also have to frame the answer. It's okay, sir, we are not perfect. Yeah. As you practice, it will be easy for you. Yes. Clear, Sabko. And once I share this PDF, you refer this, it's enough. Other than this, no need to refer anything else. Now, chalo. Let us start with the basic. Write down this, make running notes. So now, coming to the basic. When coming to the basic of financial statements, what are the financial statements? You only say. कौन से financial statements है?
SOP, SOPL, cash flow statement, uh, statement of changes in equity.
Yes.
One more.
Yes, Arvind.
Just four. Yeah,
Notes to accounts.
Notes to accounts. Yes, yeah. These are the financial statements. Understand that basic. So, pehla wala kaun sa hai, sir? Sir, we know, sir, it's balance sheet, huh? It's balance sheet, but what is the new name for this one?
SOP, statement of
SO
financial position.
Statement of financial position. Now, some will be saying, sir, ये सब अपन को आता है, कोई नहीं बाबा. We'll spend less time on this. It's not that I'll go in detail. Now, financial statement of financial position. Same, is this prepared for the year or as at same?
Year end.
As at yes or no? As date. So can I say the date when I started my business till that date, what is the value? Yes, sir. So what I say, it is prepared as at. Yes or no? Or we say, yes, I hope it is clear. दूसरा भी लिख सकते आप term. Now say me, what do you record in your balance sheet? What do you record in your balance sheet?
Assets, liabilities, and equity.
Asset,
Liabilities and
liability
equity.
and equity, sir. इसके अलावा कुछ रिकॉर्ड करते हैं क्या? हाँ. You only say me. Other than this, do we record anything else? No, sir. No, sir. Now, what does asset means? What does equity means? What does liability means? We will come to that. Now, you only say whenever we learn any standard, any accounting standard. Today, I purchase a building. Where will I record that? Balance sheet. I will record that in balance sheet. So mention that if a question is saying that you are purchasing any property for your business, you mention that this property is recorded in the balance sheet as at this is the value, or the balance sheet that is the value of the property that is recorded in the balance sheet or SOFP is this much. So it's important that whenever a question comes, you have to say whether this will be recorded in balance sheet or P&L. Yes, we'll come to this discussion. What does asset means, etc. Second one, क्या है P&L? So what do you say to the statement of profit or loss and other
Comprehensive income.
सर हमको मालूम नहीं सर व्हाट इज अदर कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इनकम. नो इश्यूज, इवन दो यू हैव नो आइडिया. एज आई मेंशन, वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्क्रैच ऑन एंड अंडरस्टैंड. माय लेक्चर्स विल बी इन डिटेल एंड वो तो अपन डिस्कस करेंगे एज आर बैच इज कंफर्म, कितने जने क्या एनरोल होंगे, तो उसके बाद में वो सब हो जाए. नाउ यू से व्हाट डू यू रिकॉर्ड इन पीएनएल. हाँ, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पीएनएल इज प्रिपेयर्ड एज एट और फॉर द ईयर.
For the
For
year
that
ended.
particular year.
फॉर द ईयर व्हाट ऑल यू रिकॉर्ड, सेम ही चलो.
Income expenses.
इनकम एंड एक्सपेंसेस, इसके अलावा कुछ रिकॉर्ड करेंगे क्या? नहीं सर, नो सर. So that means, sir, we have to learn only five things. SBR में पांच ही thing है. In SBR only five things you have to learn. Whether it's an asset, sir, asset है कि नहीं, whether ये liability है, whether this is an equity, whether it's an income or it is an expense. Sir, why should we record it? इतना ही है. Then what is the next thing, sir? The next thing is what? Statement of changes in equity. Now, what does this mean, everyone? Statement of changes in equity means what?
अच्छा, changes in recorded the reserve
Yes, okay, you're saying
reserve
reserve.
parts, profit and loss account.
Yes, yes, yes. So can I say changes in equity? In your equity, what do we record? सर पहले ये तो बता दें. पहले ये बता दो कि इक्विटी में क्या क्या रिकॉर्ड होगा. Can I say share capital? Sir, share premium. Sir, we record retained earnings. What is retained earnings, everyone? Retained earning is what?
PL balance transfer to return earnings.
Yes. Can I say whatever profit we make, sir, we are transferring that to retained earnings. This retained earnings belongs to whom?
To us, to the company after
To owners,
best.
to the shareholders. From this only dividend is paid, no? Now everyone will say कि सर हमको तो मालूम है. We know कि sir from P&L we will transfer to retained earnings. Baba, the sentence which is there, no, this will carry 1 marks in your exam in some topics. Transferring from P&L to retained earnings will carry 1 marks in your exam for some topics. So जो basic है ना, that basic will be 1 mark. Sir 49 आया सर. अरे यार सर ये sentence लिखा ही नहीं आता था सर. We had an idea but we have not written this. So when coming to many areas, this will have marks. Understand? Then the other thing is what reserves. In reserves, a lot of items we have. Yes or no? We have revaluation surplus. We have when coming to fair value through OCI or IFRS 9, etc. As we do standards, ये clear हो जाएगा. As I do standard, it will be clear. Sir, difference is what? P&L का difference क्या है? इसका difference क्या है? It will be clear. Any doubts? Now, same with this changes in equity, it is prepared for the year or as at? For the year or as at?
For the year.
For the year. It is also for the year. So what are we doing here? So we are showing the difference here. Basically, अपन क्या कर रहे हैं? Sir, today my share capital, the company is saying the share capital is 50,000 today. The share capital on 1st January 2000 X1 is 50,000 and at the year end it is 1 lakh. So what is the difference बेटे? Difference कितना है इन दोनों में? What is the difference? You only say. Difference क्या है? 50,000. Now, why will your share capital increase? So, share capital will increase because the company is issuing new shares. So, that new shares, how many shares are issued? What is the amount that is taken to capital? What is the amount that is taken to share premium? We have to mention it so that the stakeholders get to know. Yes, no doubts on this. Then coming to the fourth oath. Yes, sir. What is the fourth one? Statement of cash flow. Now, this cash flow is prepared for the year or as at? Chalo batao.
For the year.
Yes or no? Now, what will the cash flow show you?
What are all the cash inflows and the cash outflows that have
Cash
happened?
inflow and cash outflow. Why it is important that you should know cash inflow and cash outflow, Baba?
For liquidity purposes.
For liquidity purpose, etc. If see, when coming, are profits equal to cash flow? Nine. If I say today I make a profit of 1 CR, will I have the 1 CR in my bank account? Is it for sure? No, it's not sure. So profits are not equal to what? Profits are not equal to your cash flow. That is the reason we say what? We make statement of cash flow to understand the movement in the cash flow. During the year, what is the movement? What is the inflow and outflow total? Yes, sir. Then the last one is what? Notes to accounts. What is the last one? Notes to accounts. What we will show in this notes to accounts? क्या करेंगे? What we will disclose in this notes to accounts? Sir, we will show the detail.
Calculation. Yeah.
Yes, can I say the detail of the accounting transaction or the details of IS and IFRS? I basically say, as of now, you understand this. Because if today I say my property is this much, I record depreciation, I do revaluation, etc. थोड़ा बहुत तो idea होगा आपको revaluation क्या है, depreciation क्या है, what does revaluation means depreciation. So I consider that and I will show in the notes to accounts. Okay, what is this, etc. Why I say this is a PP, why I say it is as per IAS 16, etc. Will mention here. Whatever information you're not providing in the balance sheet P&L, the detailed information will be provided in the notes to accounts. Will be provided where? Will be provided in the notes to accounts. Yes, sir. Any doubts to anyone in this five things? No. Yes, sir. ये तो सबको clear है. Now coming to the, this basic is clear to everyone. As we learn now, when coming to the format now. So why format? As I mentioned in SBR, calculation is less. I also know, but you should know the basic format of balance sheet and P&L. Now, your format of your P&L. The first format which we'll be discussing is what? Your balance sheet ka format. No, let me start with your P&L. Let me start with your P&L format. I hope you can see the format. So you only say, what is the format, basic format of P&L? Revenue. So then we have cost of sales. Then we have what? Gross profit. Then we have what? After gross profit, what do we have? So we have expenses. These expenses are relating to what? These expenses are relating to what? Selling expense, research, general administrative expenses, goodwill impairment, other operating expenses. These are the expense which relates to your day-to-day business activities. So once we reduce this, we get what? Operating profits. क्या मिलेगा अपन को? Operating profit. Yes, sir. Then what do I have? I have the income here. I have income. Let's take, I've deposited 10 lakh rupees in the bank and the bank is paying me interest. That interest I will record here. Yes, sir. Then I say profit before financing and income tax. Then I say these are the finance expenses. If I've taken a loan today for my business purpose, I'm paying interest on that. That will come here. We have profit before tax and profit we have. This is the new format of your P&L. This is the new format of your P&L. If you've done your F7, let's take March before September 2025, the format has been changed. I have written something known as operating, investing, and financing. Now, what does this mean? What does operating means? What does investing means? What does financing means? You have to understand that. It's very important. Chalo, anyone say me. Operating का meaning क्या है?
Operating is the operational day-to-day business activities comes on the operating profit.
Yes.
Investing related to investment in joint venture, subsidiary, That's
Okay.
coming the investment. Finance is issue of share capital. This comes in the finance.
Okay. Now everyone a question to you, sir. ये काय को पढ़ना sir? काय को पढ़ना ये? काय को पढ़ना? Important. Whenever you say any expense you record in P&L, you should mention which category. If you see the old format, in that we did not have category. If you know a little bit basic of cash flow, in cash flow we have operating, financing, investing. The same thing is in now P&L also. The same thing is also in P&L now. Now a question to everyone. Today I say I am doing a business. मेरा कौन सा business है? एक ही बोलता हूं मैं. I have lot of properties. I do real estate business. I buy, I sell properties. I have properties which I have given on rent also. I have properties which I have given on rent also. Through that property, I am getting rental income. Where will I show? Will I show this in operating,
Invest
investing, or financing? Same.
in investing.
Investing. Okay. Sunil is saying investing. Others?
Sir, can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
I say I am doing, my business is real estate business. My business is what real estate. I buy, sell properties, I give properties on rent, etc. वही काम है मेरा. I am getting income
No,
from
then
that.
this
Where will I show
operating, sir.
this?
Sorry, operating. This because this is a daily business, so it comes under the operating only.
Yes. Can I say Rahul, Nirbhay, Arvind, clear hai? If I say I'm doing business and the income which I get, I will show in operating only, Baba.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
are
Now,
Yes,
one
sir.
more
involved in
question.
real estate.
Yes, one more question to everyone. I say I'm doing manufacturing business. I have a plant, manufacturing plant. I'm manufacturing, let's take TV, mobile phones, etc. And I'm selling to the customers. Where will I show this?
Inventory.
Inventory, but when I sell it, I receive some amount from the customer. Where will I show? It is an income. Sir, when I sell to a
Operating.
customer a mobile phone, वो तो मेरा income हो गया. Now, where will I show this income? Operating? Yes.
Operating.
Operating.
Yes, yes, no issues. I say it's my manufacturing company. मेरा काम manufacturing का ही है. अरे छोड़ो बाबा, ये छोड़ो. Teaching है. I am teaching. So the fees which we get, we show under revenue operating. I say कि I have a property in Dubai. I am getting rent. Simple. It's not my business, etc. मेरा business है ही नहीं. I have taken a property. My friend mentioned कि Dubai में invest करो, you'll get good returns. I have invested there. I am getting rental. Where will I show that rental income now?
This investing, sir.
Investing.
This investing.
Investing. Okay, अरे बाप रे. Then no issue. I say bank is that. Simple. अरे ये HDFC bank है. HDFC bank. This is, let's take Arvind. Arvind has 10 lakh rupees. Arvind has given to HDFC bank and HDFC bank is saying what? We will give interest on this. Arvind को interest मिलेगा. Yes. HDFC bank gives this 10 lakh rupees to Nirbhay. यही तो बिजनेस है ना, बैंक का बिजनेस यही है. सो दिस इज द बिजनेस ऑफ बैंक. नाउ बैंक इज गिविंग दिस 10 lakhs here. So on one side, can I say it is an expense for whom? On one side, it is an expense for HDFC Bank or not?
Yes, sir.
Which case it is an expense for them? When they are giving to Arvind or when in case of Nirbhay?
For Arvind, it is an
Arvind to HDFC investing, HDFC to Nirav is the financing.
Okay, they are giving to whom? Nirbhay the loan. So it is an income for whom, sir? Yeah, na? These are the two things, income and expense. That only HDFC Bank will record in P&L. So one side expense, one side income. There could be other expenses and income. Now say me, this expense which is there, where they will show. HDFC Bank will show this in financing, operating, where this income and expense, where they will show.
Sir, for them it is operating only, sir, because they are operating in the banking business.
Okay. Others? Think. गलत. You're wrong, right? Be right or wrong in the class. जो भी mistake करना class में करो, but not in the exam, Baba. Can I say HDFC Bank main business is this only? So can I say both income and expense will be in operating only, Baba?
Sorry, yes, sir. Yes, correct.
So you
Yes,
have to
correct.
think. Now I have not seen yet a question regarding this, but this is part of your syllabus. But कभी question आया नहीं है. It comes, you're lucky. So understand, when coming to operating, investing and financing, sir, we have to classify. Now, when you classify, are you classifying this just based on the just based on the expense, or you're seeing the reality here?
Based on their business, they are operating.
Based on the business, based on the reality, I say. Yes, that is known as what? इसको क्या बोलते? Can I say this is substance over form? Sir, we will not only see the legal form, sir. Paperwork नहीं देखेंगे. Actually क्या हो रहा है उधर? We will go in detail, sir. We will see what is happening there. Yes. Any doubts to anyone in the P&L format? See, as we move forward, as we do the accounting standard, you will remember this. So do not worry about this. Yes. सबको clear है P&L का format? Understand operating, investing, and financing. So whenever we start any standard, I say that you will record this in financing category. Now you only say, if a question comes like this for 4 marks, the question is saying that discuss what will be recorded into P&L. Or what will you say? 4 mark question came. The question is saying what will you record in P&L? You will say, sir, P&L में expense record करेंगे income. If you say this, will you get full marks? No. You have to mention what? You have to explain कि sir, HDFC Bank का business यही है. This is the business of HDFC Bank. So income and expense both will be recorded in operating category. If you mention that operating category, 0.5 marks for that. An examiner has strictly mentioned that student have to write which category to get full marks. If you just write down P&L, पूरा marks नहीं मिलेगा. You have to write down this. Clear to everyone the format of P&L? You can take down this format. I hope you have taken down. नहीं है तो भी if you remember the basic, no issues. Today basic class, whatever I say at that time, yeah, you can write down this format, no issues for me. But what I say bare minimum वो तो notes में लिखना ही पड़ेगा सर. तो P&L format is there. Now coming to the sir, there is something known as other comprehensive income also. Yes or no? Which you have learned. We will come to this. Yes. We will come to this part. Yes. What is other comprehensive income? We will come to this later. अभी नहीं. Then coming to your balance sheet format. Can anyone say balance sheet कैसे start होता है? What is your format of your balance sheet? There is no doubts in the balance sheet format. Let me go. Current, non-current assets, etc. XYZ. See, you will say, ki, sir, we know, sir, balance sheet format, etc. But why I say it is important? Because whenever a question comes in your exam, you have to mention where it will be recorded. So see now, sir, balance sheet, asset, asset. Under asset, there are two types of asset: non-current, current asset. Non-current asset means what, sir? Can I say from which I get income for more than 12 months? Or the asset which I can use for more than 12 months? Yes, sir. Current asset, what I say, sir, the benefit is what? Less than 12 months in a simple sense. Sir, under equity, we have share capital, share premium, retained earnings, other components of equity. Sir, if there is a movement regarding this, if there are changes, how we will show this? Statement of changes in
equity.
Equity, yes, sir. This is clear to everyone. Yes, sir. Then, sir, this other components of equity, this has a link with your OCI. किससे link है इसका? OCI. This we will understand OCI क्या है क्या नहीं. Then your non-current liability. Non-current liability means sir liability which is more than 12 months. Yes, sir. Current means what? Current means what? Less than 12 months. Yes, sir. And we show this. All these are the examples of your liability, and this is your total. Any doubts to anyone in the format? Now, sir, why this balance sheet format is important? Now, you only say if in the above example, if Arvind has given this 10 lakh rupees to HDFC for this, for HDFC, what is this 10 lakh rupees? Asset, liability, or equity. These are the three things which we record in balance sheet. What is this? Asset, liability, equity. You only say me. What is this? Arvind has given 10 lakh rupees to HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank will record this as what? And Arvind will record this as what? In balance sheet.
Arvind record as a assets
हाँ,
and HDFC as a income.
as an income.
HDFC daily business, no, sir.
Business, but I'm saying the amount which is received. I'm not asking about income and expense. I'm asking about the asset, liability, or equity.
The liability. HDFC
Liability,
should have books in the
yes
liability.
or no? And when come to Nirbhay, उल्टा हो जाएगा. So if a transaction is there, sir, if a transaction is done, from that transaction either we record income, expense, and जो भी balance sheet में asset, liability record करना, we record it. Now say me, Arvind has given this amount to HDFC Bank, has invested, saying that the deposit I've done for 5 years. If the deposit is done for 5 years, HDFC Bank will record this as a liability. Will HDFC Bank record this liability as current or non-current?
Non-current.
Non-current.
You have to mention this when coming. When you frame any answer, you have to mention this. The balance of loan in the HDFC book is what? 10 lakh rupees under non-current liability. One sentence, one marks. So as you do, you'll get to know, sir, why did you focus? Why we are focusing on this format and why it is important, sir, to understand. सब समझ में आएगा. As I start with the 1 or 2 standards, you'll understand. Any doubts to anyone in the format of balance sheet? नहीं होगा, I hope. I hope my pace is okay. I'm not too fast. Arvind yes बोल रहा है. सुनील, निर्भय एंड राहुल.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's okay.
जब टेंशन नहीं बाबा, जब मेरे को कोई टेंशन नहीं है. अभी चेंजेस इन इक्विटी. अभी मैं इसको आई विल नॉट राइट डाउन. एफआर क्लास में मैं तो आई राइट डाउन द फॉर्मेट ऑल्सो, मैं स्टूडेंट्स को बोलता, बट आई होप यू विल बी नोइंग द फॉर्मेट. अपन टाइम ज्यादा उस पर वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे. यू ऑल्सो नो कि सर सिलेबस बहुत ज्यादा है, ज्यादा नहीं है, बट अपन को एफआर का पार्ट भी कवर करना है. सो विल फोकस ऑन दैट. विल नॉट वेस्ट आवर टाइम मच. Can you see the format of changes in equity? Sir, in equity, what we have learned, sir, share capital, share premium, revaluation surplus, retain earnings, non-controlling ये क्या है सारा कुछ समझेंगे. But what did I mention? Basic is what? Changes in equity means what? Sir, opening balance was that, closing balance was that. Whenever there is a movement in opening and closing, we should show to the stakeholders so that they get to know कि क्या changes है. And you will say, sir, why this is important? As I mentioned, bete, a lot of standards, changes in equity, the sentences which I mentioned will carry 1 marks. See now, sir, opening balance. I have written the opening balance. Now a question to everyone. Why will your closing balance of share capital and share premium change? What is the main reason?
Issue of new shares.
Issue of new shares. So when we do consolidation, no, this will come. And in September attempt, I still remember that 5 marks this was tested, that the shares were issued and you have to mention what is the effect in the financial statements. Yes, sir. Then retain earnings. Why will your retain earnings increase, bete?
Profit earned during the year.
Profit, yes, sir. Then why will your retain earnings decrease during the year? Why will you reduce your retain earnings?
Loss during the year.
Loss, or other than this, I say profit was there, but your retain earnings has reduced.
Dividend
Dividend paid to the
Dividend
shareholders.
paid, etc. Yes, I know revaluation surplus we have not done. Sir, ये NCA किया नहीं है. But if I just start, I hope सबको थोड़ा बहुत तो idea होगा revaluation surplus का meaning क्या. Clear to everyone? Changes in equity format? Yes, sir. Okay. With this, the format part is done. Now I will take the basic part, which you have to understand. Now you only will say me, मैं answer नहीं बोलूँगा. You have to say me the answer. चलो, see everyone. Listen here. I take it is an example. This is R Limited. R Limited I mentioned business क्या है R Limited का? Manufacturing. Into manufacturing. R Limited has a office building. क्या है R Limited के पास? Office building है. R Limited also has an investment property. Assume yourself, take example yourself. Take as if you're doing a business and it's belong to you. You're doing manufacturing business. You have an office building, and as well as you have a property which you have given on rent. Now say me, out of this two, which one is used for business?
Office building.
Office building.
Business? Is this business? You only say me. Can I sin? अभी see, yes, if I'm doing real estate business तो मेरा वही काम होगा ना, if I'm doing rental business, but as of now, no sir. Now when I record this property, this property is an asset or not? Yes sir. Where will I record this property? Under non-current asset? Yes sir. Now at what value will record? Today I say this property I purchase, this building I purchase for 10,000 rupees. This property I purchased for 10,000 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yes, yes sir. Then today today the value is 12,000. Today the value is 12,000. A question to everyone: at what value you will record this asset in your book? At
12,000.
what value you will record this?
12,000.
12,000. I say कि मैंने ये जो property, I purchased this property 2 years ago for 10,000. Today the value is 12,000. Yes or no? Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Now say me, at what value I will record in my non-current asset? Arvind is saying 2,000. Others, what do you think?
Sir,
12,000. Sorry.
today did you record 12,000, but in the past you have to less 10,000 less 2 year depreciation, sir.
Okay, depreciation, etc. Okay, Sunil is saying sir depreciation भी charge करेंगे. Okay, now okay ले. I say depreciation है ही नहीं. Remove from your mind कि depreciation है ही नहीं. There is no depreciation. Remove. You don't know what is depreciation as of now. अभी बोलो difference कितना है? 2,000 है? Yes sir. Yes sir. Now I say ये cost है इधर 10,000. Yes sir. It is 2 years. I say same. No depreciation, nothing beta. Kuch depreciation, nothing is there. The value is 12,000. Yes. What is the increase in the value, everyone? Increase kitna hai? What is the increase in the value? 2,000.
2,000 increase in the value.
Now say me, this 2,000 is also an increase. This 2,000 is also an increase. Now where will you record this 2,000 increase? Where will you record this 2,000 increase? Where will you record it?
Sir, it's based on the standards.
That is based on the, अरे छोड़ो कि standard आता ही नहीं, common sense apply करो.
2000 PL में और 2000 सर बैलेंस शीट में ऐड होगा.
Okay, okay. You only say me, out of these two things, which one will you record in P&L? मुझे ये बता दो, P&L में कौन सा जाएगा? What do you think? सब P&L में ये 2,000 रिकॉर्ड करेंगे कि ये रिकॉर्ड करेंगे? Which one will you record? A और B? A और B?
B.
B. Nirbhay saying B. Okay, others?
B.
B. B. Okay. Rahul, what about you?
BB.
B. Okay. अरे कई को बोला B? Remove from your mind की स्टैंडर्ड नहीं पढ़ा है. I am saying you have to think बेटे. मैंने when coming to FR फटाफट से हो जाता, पढ़ लिया, but think why did you mention to the? हाँ सर हमने पढ़ा है सर, IAS 40 में यही लिखा है. अरे यार मैंने क्या बोला है, वो तो सबको मालूम है. think 2000. A question to everyone. This 2,000 you mentioned sir, we will record in P&L. Sir 12,000, no issues. But the difference where will you record? So this 2,000 difference I will record in P&L. Now P&L which category you will record? बताओ. Operating, investing, financing.
Investing.
Are good to know that everyone. This 2,000 difference where will you record?
Non-current assets.
Yes, non-current asset, but other thing what? Debit, credit, दो impact होगा. एक का तो आपने बोल दिया, दूसरे का?
Other comprehensive income.
Other comprehensive income, OCI. Huh? OCI. Now this OCI, it is in P&L. Yes sir. P&L, can I say it is shown below? Yes. Now why did you mention कि sir it is shown in OCI? Logic क्या था?
This is not our daily part of the business. This is the
Can I
this
say
is
a
not
basic?
operational activity.
Yes. Good to know. You have to justify now. Can I simple thing, whenever I have my office building, is my intention to sell that office building or to use it?
Use it.
Use it. So whenever I have anything, I will use it. And on that I have a gain, I will show in OCI, not in P&L. Because if I show in P&L, can I say my profits will be overstated? Is that my actual gain? Nahi baba. Hai. Will I sell it? No, my intention is to use in my business. So when coming to investment property, whenever I purchase a property, if I get very good value, what will I do? My intention is what on one side? One side I have an intention to sell it or not. Yes, so I recorded that. So you would have heard about the term realized profit, unrealized profit. So realized will go to P&L, unrealized will go to OCI. वो गलत है, वो concept है ही नहीं. That is not the concept. Understand that. And sir, what are the items we record in OCI? Particularly, it is mentioned in accounting standards. Each accounting standard will mention you have to use that. There is no such clarification, etc. It's only based on logics. The accounting board also has mentioned कि हमने बोला ये follow करो. उसका कोई logic नहीं. थोड़ा बहुत logic है वो समझ लो. Now a question to everyone. From P&L, where it will go? From P&L, it will go to balance sheet. Which? Where it will go? Chalo, 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 chalo.
Return earning.
Retained earnings.
Retained earnings. This OCI, where it will go?
Other components of
Other
equity.
compulsive equity. OC.
सबको clear है? Is this part clear? Many students will say, sir, we know, but when I come to the standards, when I come to the classification, reclassification, सबका डामाडोल हो जाता है कि सर कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. If you know this, that topic will be easy. Yes, sir. Understood. Sir, first we record in P&L, it goes to retain. But here also this item is in P&L. It is part of the P&L, but it is going to other components of equity. Yes, sir. Now, any doubts? ये format भी हो गया, ये भी हो गया. Yes. चलो then. Then one more topic which I'll do is reclassification. You have to write down this, huh? ये तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा, bare minimum. Now, what does reclassification means? Everyone see, I record an item in P&L today. From P&L, either it will go to retained earnings, yes or no? Yes, sir. I record in P&L, that is OCI. It will go where, sir? OCE. Yes, sir. Now, when I say reclassification, I say you have recorded in retained earnings, no such problem. Yes, sir. No such problem. इसमें कोई problem नहीं है. The problem isn't here. I say from OCE, I will take back this to what? P&L. From other components of equity, I will take back to P&L. And from P&L, where it will go?
RE.
RE. Yes, sir. Now, chalo, third one. P&L, OCI में record किया है. It goes to OCE. From OCE, directly I take to where, sir? I take to retain earnings. I take to retain earnings. Now a question to everyone. Out of this is no problem. Out of 2 and 3, which one is reclassification? Which one is reclassification? Chalo, same.
The second one.
Second one, तो okay, Arvind is saying कि sir, second one is reclassification. Okay, others? Reclassification to P&L. बता दो मुझे. In which case I am reclassifying to P&L? Case 2, yes or no? Yes. This is what? Reclassification. Understood, everyone? Can I say, did you understand this is reclassification to P&L? Can I say this is directly taken to what? Transfer to retain earnings. As we start with the standards, you'll understand in some standards these important point. Why I've taken this? Because basic FR thoda bahut to aapko aata hai. So I've taken this now only. Understood, everyone? Even though no, when we do the standard, again we will link this. So with this, the basic part is done. Any doubts to anyone in the basics? Balance sheet format, P&L, what we record, what do we do, etc. No doubts? Okay, sir. So with this part is done. So now, what we will do now? Now we will start with your first topic. What is that first topic? Your conceptual framework. What is the first topic we'll be starting? Your conceptual framework. Now what will we do? We will discuss for 10 to 15 minutes the basic. We will take a break. We will come back. We will understand what is asset, what is liability, that part, and we will do in detail what is important for exam. Now this part which I'll be doing, itna important nahi hai exam ke liye, but you have to understand. Yes. Objective, yeah. Two topics I'll be doing now. So understand everyone. Write down in your notes the first topic, that is conceptual framework. This is the first topic. Now, this topic, if you understand very well, these standards will be easy for you. What? The standards will be really easy. Now, conceptual framework. What do you mean by conceptual framework? As you mentioned, sir, we have done FA, FR, thoda bahut basic aata hai. What do you mean by conceptual framework? Yes, everyone.
Guideline to book the assets, liabilities, income expenses.
Okay, yes. Can I say simple conceptual framework? As let's take, we have Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita क्या provide करता है? If you read Bhagavad Gita, what you will get to know basic?
Wisdom.
Your life के
Life
बारे में,
lesson.
how to deal with problems. It provides you guidance regarding etc. Yes or no? Any problem they say no, read Bhagavad Gita. It's true. Yes. Now can I say it provides basic principle? Yes or no, for us, how we can deal with problems, how to move forward in life, etc. A lot of things. Same way, conceptual framework is also what I say, a holy book for IAS and IFRS. IAS and IFRS के लिए a basic holy book. Yes, sir. Now, this conceptual framework will provide what? Guidelines. What it will provide? No, not guidelines. I'll say principles. Basic principles. Yes, sir. So, basic principles of what, sir? What is asset? What is liability? What is equity? Where will you record it? Whether you will record in P&L, whether you will record in OCI, at what value you will record, whether you will record at the 10,000 or 12,000, this basic is discussed. And understand, in the exam, if you're not able to identify any standard, कि सर समझ में नहीं आ रहा कौन सा standard apply होगा, write down your answer as per conceptual framework. पूरा marks, you'll get marks, you'll still get marks. Yes, sir. Now, coming to the basic things. Yeah. Now, see the introduction. Your conceptual framework for financial reporting sets out concepts that underline the preparation and presentation of financial statement for external users. Basic. See which event or transaction you should account, whether you should record this or not, how it, whether we should recognize this or not, at what value we should recognize, how will you present this, whether in current, non-current, etc. वो discuss करना है. Then see, the conceptual framework is used by IASB to develop new IFRS standards. Sir, what is IASB? Everyone, what do you think? IASB क्या है? International
Accounting Standard Board.
Accounting Standard Board. So can I say it's a board? 14 members are there. They are making the IS and IFRS standard. Simple. Yes, sir. Now see, exam advice. Please read this and say me what you have understood with this. If you see any questions, the questions are from these 3 points only, from this topic. Other
Yes,
than
sir.
this, nothing.
First one, we have to compare. In the first point, we have to compare whether the IFRS standard is compatible with the conceptual framework or not. Kind of.
Okay. Then, as I mentioned, make mistakes in the class, not in the exam. We can't afford that. It's not an Indian exam की 1,000 rupees पे कर दिया कि सर नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट दे देंगे. अरे बाप रे बाप, वो तो है ही नहीं इधर. Discuss the accounting treatment applied to an item in the scenario. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Discuss का meaning क्या है? You have to explain. If I say cryptocurrency, you only say cryptocurrency is what for you? Today you purchase a cryptocurrency. Let's say your company is there, Elon Musk ने cryptocurrency खरीदा. How will Elon Musk record this in balance sheet? Or his company basically, yeah? Well, Elon Musk record this equity, liability, income, expense, asset. आप ही बताओ मुझे.
Intangible assets.
Yes.
Assets.
Now, so simple write down it is an asset because Elon Musk will get future economic benefit because he will sell, he will get money, or he will buy something with that, etc. A lot of things. So you have to discuss. Then next one, advise an appropriate accounting treatment means any case scenario is given like same Elon Musk. You have to discuss whether what is the accounting treatment you'll follow. Sir, we are not able to link to we are not able to link कौन सा standard होगा apply. Then write down your answer as per conceptual framework. You'll get marks. Still, पूरा नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा बाबा. Understand? Yes, sir. Now, coming to the purpose of conceptual framework. Now, why this conceptual framework? As I mentioned, conceptual framework is a holy book. It's not a detailed book, etc. कुछ document है. In this document, they provide basic principle. Why they provide this basic principle? So that IASB can make the standards. No need to ratify, no need to learn this topic. Understand? Only understand. Assist the preparers to develop consistent accounting policy. What is accounting policy? Sir, FIFO, weighted average cost, all these are accounting policies. So it helps them. As well as it helps the parties to understand the standard. If you know conceptual framework, basic you know. Can I say today, if you don't know basic principles also, how to respect, etc., XYZ, if someone is saying you something, ki how should you talk with your elders, etc., will you understand anything? कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. Yes or no? You know basic principles. So same way here, if you know conceptual framework, any new standard that is coming in, you can understand it. So conceptual framework will help what? To the users to understand, to parties to understand what is the accounting standard, as well as it will help the preparers also to understand what are the different accounting policy. Accounting policies also we can frame, as well as to develop IFRS. Yes, sir. Now, is conceptual framework a standard? Is conceptual framework a standard, Britain? Conceptual framework is not a standard. Understand that. Conceptual framework is not a standard. It's only the basic principle which is provided, not a standard. Now, this conceptual framework has been changed. There are some amendments when from 2018, the old. But when you see your IAS are based on the old conceptual framework, so there will be some of the other clashes or conflicts. So no issues. If there are clashes, I say IAS and IFRS ये बोल रहा है. Your conceptual framework is saying this one. Which one will you follow? Will you follow IAS and IFRS or will you follow conceptual framework?
ISFRS.
IAS and IFRS. Keep this in mind. Yes. Now, one more point. Objective of financial reporting. फालतू का है. Now you only say why we are doing. Why are we learning financial reporting, strategic business reporting? Why are we doing the reporting about the business? Why are we doing the reporting? Basic क्या? Two things, no? Why will the company? So that the entity will get to know about the cash flows in future, whether they can continue the business or not, etc. As well as what management stewardship. इसका meaning क्या है? What does this means?
Whether they are properly managing the economic resources of the entity.
Yes. What does economic resource means? Example, property, plant, inventory, or the amount which they have given. Basically, जो भी amount दिया हुआ वही. Yes, sir.
Amount which
Any
they
doubts
have.
in this? No doubts. Read this one point here. Understood, everyone? What are they saying? Whenever we prepare the financial statements, what is the general assumption, beta?
It
Going
should be
concern.
prepared as a going concern.
Going concern का meaning क्या है? GC. What does this mean?
Business will continue lifetime.
Yes, good to know that. See, many students will say, sir, ये keywords आपने highlight किया किधर काम आएगा? As I mentioned, your section B, question number 4. Whenever a question comes from investor's point of view, you can write down these points. Understand? As we do, आपको link हो जाएगा. So with this, these two topics basic I've done, not so important. From exam advice, as I mentioned, what is important. We'll take a good break now. Come back and we will discuss what? The first 5 elements. Asset liability, I will discuss this in detail because you have to understand in detail because we have seen question. Then what we will say, the underlying basic accrual matching you do knowing, we will revise that. And then we will come to the qualitative characteristics, etc. Not it will be done easily. Then we have something known as key concepts in financial statements. These are the important things. No need to ratify, etc. Then recognition, derecognition, measurement. So with this part is done. Today we'll complete this. Yes. So now the time is it's 10:55. Everyone be back by 11:10. 15 minutes break you have. Chalo, everyone come back. Yes or no back?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Chalo then everyone. Now let us start with the main topic. So now starting with the 5 elements of your financial statements. As we have discussed, sir, in financial statements in your balance sheet, your P&L, we record what, sir? So in balance sheet, we record what? Asset, liability, equity. We have to understand what is asset, liability, equity as per the conceptual framework. Then income and expense in P&L, we have to understand a very important part. Yes, chalo now. The first one, let us understand what is an asset. The elements are the building block of financial statements, that is balance sheet and P&L. Asset now. What is an asset? Asset is a present economic resource controlled by an entity as a result of past event. Note, an economic resource is a right that has the potential to produce what? Economic benefit. Sir, इसका meaning क्या है क्या नहीं? Let us take an example so that it will be easy to link now. Today I say I have this property. This property is an asset for me. Yes. Why this property is an asset for me? Sir, asset is what? A present economic resource controlled by an entity as a result of past event. So what does economic resource mean? Economic resource is a right that has the potential to produce economic benefit. It has what? Potential to produce economic benefit. Now see here, this property is an asset for me. Why? Will this provide me economic benefit? You only say, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what can be the economic benefit from this? Can I say the economic benefit can be either I sell this property, either I give this on rent, or either I have a joint arrangement with some party saying that you use this in partnership, etc. A lot of things, or we can use this as a for commercial purpose, residential property. It can be a lot of things. XYZ. It provides economic benefit. Yes, sir. Now, is this controlled? Is this controlled? Does control means ownership? Does control means ownership? First point to everyone. Does control means ownership?
It differs.
Okay. Others? Control means basically this definition control, it'll be, you learn this again in IFRS 15, 16, etc. in revenue and leases. Control means what? Understand. What does control means? Control does not means ownership, as I mentioned. Control means what? Right to take all substantial benefits. Yes, sir. And direct the use of the asset. Yes, sir. Control means what? Basically, control basically means I can take the benefit. I can direct however I want, I can use the asset. Simple. Then, as a result of past event, is there any past event here, everyone? What is the past event for the property? Can I say for past event for a property is that I purchased the property? I have purchased. So, asset means what, sir? Asset means an through which you get an economic benefit and which is controlled and as a result of past event. Simple. Yes, sir. Now coming to the detailed part of this. Everyone, you have learned basic lease accounting, yes or no? What do you do in lease? Everyone say me, what do you record? Debit, credit?
Right of assets is the debit and lease liability is the
Lease
credit.
liability credit.
So today, I give a property to you on rent. I give a property to you on rent. If I'm giving a property to you on rent, that means what? It is the property that belongs to me. I record asset. Yes or no? I record asset. But what will you do in your books? I am the lessor. You are the lessee. Lessor, lessee. In your books, what will you record? Sir, we will record right to use asset and lease liability. Yes or no? Yes. This right to use asset is what? It is an asset, no? Yes, sir. Now say me the ownership belongs to whom? The ownership of the property belongs to me, no lesser.
Yes, sir. Lesser.
You are using that as still you are using the asset and you are recording asset in your book. You are using the asset. Ownership is not there with you. Still you are recording what this as an asset in your book. So can I say the term control does not mean ownership, Baba? It does not mean control. Basically, control means what? You can take the benefit. Can I say if you have taken that asset for lease for 10 years, for the 10 years you are taking the benefit or not from me? You're taking the benefit. Yes, sir. Can I say for the 10 years you can use the asset however you want, whenever you want, etc. XYZ. In detail, we will go when we come to IFRS 16. But did you understand the basic? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the part now. What is the part which students will confuse, etc. when compared to your old conceptual framework and new conceptual framework? Understand that. Yes? I say this is A, this is B. A is selling goods to whom, sir? A is selling goods to B, sir. A is selling goods to B. Now, A has what? Trade receivable from whom? B company. A are trade payable. Let me take this example as your wait, this is Air India. They have trade payable. They have to pay here. Now I say A is saying that we have to receive 100 CR. Our receivable is what? This 100 CR. Now Air India is in problem. No proper cash, etc. A lot of problems is going on, etc. XYZ. Now, A is saying that the probability of receiving the amount is less. The probability is less. A is saying that we will only receive what? A is estimating that we can receive 2 CR, this much only. Other than this, nothing. The probability is low. Now, everyone say me, will A company still record this as an asset? Will A company record this as an asset? 2 CR. What do you think? Will A company record? A company is saying the probability is very less that we will not receive the amount, etc. Is this an asset for A company?
No, sir.
No.
No. Arvind is saying no. Sunil is saying no. Okay. Others, is this an asset for A? No. Okay. No issues. One more example. Let me take one more example. Let's take A is there. A has done an insurance. A has done an insurance. A has done an insurance in an insurance company LIC. A has to receive the money. He has done an insurance such a way that let's take if fire is there, he will receive the insurance amount. If fire is there, he will receive the insurance amount. If no fire, no fire, no amount. No amount. Now, will A company say this as an asset? Will A call this as an asset? The amount which A has to receive from the insurance company, will A call this as an asset? Assume yourself you have done an insurance, etc. XYZ in any company. You have to receive the money. If something happens, you get the money. Simple. If nothing is happening, you will not get any amount. The premium which you pay is wasted. Simple. Now, will you say that amount which you have to receive is an asset for you?
No.
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
नो सब यही बोल रहे हैं ना. अभी चलो आते हैं गेम पर. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट क्या है? A present economic resource controlled by an entity as a result of past event. Sir, as a result of past event is clear. Sir, control is clear. Sir, economic resource. An economic resource is a right that has a potential to produce economic benefit. Now, in this case, the first case where A is one of the company, let's take it's an oil company, not any oil company, any company, they are providing some services to it, Air India. Air India is in a lot of problems. They are saying that it is difficult for us to pay the amount. Now, see me, you mentioned, sir, for A, it is not an asset. You mentioned for A, it is not an asset. But you only say, can I say A has the right to get the amount or not? A has the potential or not? Am I discussing about the amount? Am I discussing about the quantum here? कि कितना मिलेगा? What is the probability? Will I get or not? Are we discussing about the probability? नहीं. They mention potential. Potential होना चाहिए. That you will get the money. Can I say A has the potential or not? Has the right potential to get the money? Yes. We are not discussing about the probability. Sir, मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा? Surety. We are not playing on surety. Only we are saying what potential is there or not. Yes, sir. Potential is there. I have a right. Potential is there. Whenever the company will liquidate, can I say potential is there that I'll get some amount? Even though they are not paying me, if the company will liquidation, if the company is in liquidation, and once liquidation is done, some or the other amount I'll get. Potential is there or not? I'm not talking for sure whether I'll receive or not. There is a potential that I can receive the amount. So this will be an asset. What it will be? This 2 CR. Now, I did not come to the amount. I am saying whether it's an asset or not. So, it is an asset. Now, here also, everyone. Now, here, can I say A has the right or not? Huh? If fire is the potential is there, I'll get the money. So, this also is an asset or not? Yes, sir, it is an asset. If you remember your IAS 37, contingent asset. If the probability is low, we will not recognize asset. You will not recognize asset, but it is an asset or not? Two different things. Think. Recognizing asset is different. First of all, it is an asset or not? Yes, sir, it is an asset. यही मिस्टेक सब स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं. This is the common mistake everyone will do. Understood what is it is talking about potential. It is not talking about probable. The old conceptual framework which was there was talking about probability. They were saying it is probable that future economic benefit will be there. The probability is high that you will receive the money, then record it as an asset. If not, no. But now this conceptual framework is saying if potential is there, if you have a right, you should record it. Simple, as an asset. And ownership is also not compulsory. Understood, everyone? What is an asset? A present economic resource controlled by an entity as a result of past event. I'm not talking about recognition. Understand? I'm not talking about recognition. First, say whether it's an asset or not. Agar asset hai to we will see what is recognition criteria condition, whether we should record or not. That is totally different, but which has a potential to produce economic benefit, not probable. If you know a little bit about your IS 30 intangible assets say it should be probable. Yes or no? When you want to recognize it is probable, but here they are saying potential should be that you will get the benefit. Simple. Yes, sir. So with this, I hope the definition of asset is clear to everyone. A very important part. And this not probable, this type of question is tested in link with IS 38 and conceptual framework. Yes. Then liability. What is liability, sir? Can you give the examples for liability, everyone? Bank loan, trade payable. Now, why we say these all are liabilities? A present obligation of an entity to transfer economic resource as a result of past event. Can I say if I've taken a bank loan today, there is an obligation for me to pay or not? I have to pay back. Now, yes, sir, I have to pay back. I have to transfer any economic resource. Either I give cash or either the bank will take my building, etc., XYZ, because I do not have cash. Any economic resource I have to transfer as a result of past event. What is the past event here, everyone? Past event क्या है इधर?
Transaction done in the past.
Transaction done. Can I say what is the transaction which I have done in past, Baba? मैंने loan लिया ना बैंक से. That is the past event. The
Loan
contract.
taken.
Yes, loan taken is the past event. I hope there is no doubts in us. Liability, no doubts in asset. Only many students will get confused. It is potential. Potential होना चाहिए. Today, if I have a elephant or a dolphin, I say it is an asset for me because the potential is that they'll provide me economic benefit. Either I'll sell them, yes or no, or if I have a zoo, etc., etc., XYZ, they'll provide me economic benefit in one or the other ways. So I say it is an asset. Simple. Liability, obligation to transfer economic resources as a result of past event. Yes. Then what is equity? Equity का meaning क्या है? So whatever is remaining that belongs to whom? Shareholders, stakeholders. See, equity means what? The residual interest in the asset of the entity after deducting all liabilities. The residual interest. Residual means what? Leftover. Whatever is the leftover, in that if you have the interest, it is your equity. So that is what your net asset is, what? Asset minus liability. Let's take asset minus liability is coming to 10,000. This belongs to whom, sir? Shareholders. So equity means what? Whatever is the residual interest is your equity. Simple. Any doubts to anyone in asset, liability, equity? No doubts. Now coming to the next part, income and expenses. Yes, sir. Now what is an income, everyone? What are the examples for income? Sales, sir. Sales is an income. Rent, rent receivable. Okay, rent. All these are income, yes. Now
Interest
see.
receivable.
Yes, interest receivable, good. Or interest receivable, rent receivable, yes, etc. Now see what is the definition of income. Income, increase in asset or decrease in liabilities that results in an increase in equity, excluding contribution from equity holders. Let us see. Sir, today I am selling goods. If I am selling goods, what I am doing? I am doing cash sales, no? If I am selling goods, what I am doing? I am doing
Cash
cash
sales.
sales. So when I do cash sales, what is the journal entry I pass? Debit credit क्या होता है? Whenever I do sales.
Cash to
Cash
sales.
comes in to sales.
Debit what comes in? Cash, credit, sales, your income.
Sales.
Yes. Now say me, as the sales which I'm doing, is it increasing my asset or not?
Yes, increasing
Yes,
our cash
sir. It is
balance.
increasing my asset. Yes, sir. If I do credit sale, what is the entry? Trade receivable.
Data to
Can I
Trade
sales.
say
receivables.
trade receivable is also an asset for me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Increasing my asset. Yes, sir. It is an asset. It will increase your equity. Yes, sir. It will increase our equity. If you remember your basic class 11, 12, you had that accounting equation. What is the accounting equation? Asset is equal to liability plus capital. So if there is an effect on the asset side, capital part, your equity part also will change some. Now one more thing. Can you give me an example where your liability is decreasing and it is an income for you? Can you give an example where your liability is decreasing and it is an income for you?
A discount provided by supplier.
Discount provided by supplier. Okay, then others. I say your liabilities that your liability is decreasing. If your liability is decreasing, it is an income for you. Let's take I've given a loan today to you. I have given a loan to you today. A, B. A has given a loan to B. For A, it is what, sir? Asset, sir. For B, it is what, sir? Liability. Now, the loan amount is 10,000. For me, it is an asset. For you, it is a liability. Now, you are not paying me the amount back. You are not paying me the loan amount. If you are not paying the loan amount, it is a loss for whom?
For A.
A. It is an income for whom?
B.
B.
So whenever you have taken a loan and the government is saying that you need not pay the loan, can I say that is an income? So the best way to remember is what? Whenever, sir, liability is decreasing, when we can say decreasing liability is your income? When, sir? When we have taken a loan, a best example. Yes, sir. This is clear. And contribution from equity holders. Today, equity holders, shareholders are giving cash today to you. It's your company, shareholders are giving cash. Can I say asset is increasing? Whenever cash is given by the shareholders, is it an income? It's not an income, Baba. It's a capital contribution. So cash is increasing. Is that an increase in asset? But will that be an income? No, Baba. Excluding contribution from equity holders will never be your income. Simple. Then coming for expenses, sir. Expenses में क्या है? Decrease in asset. Can you give an example for decrease in asset? Is an expense.
Bad debts.
Bad debts. Oh, very good example. Then can I say depreciation? Asset value decreasing.
Correct.
Yes. Yes, sir. So whenever the value of the asset is decreasing, it is an expense for you. Examples. Or increase in liability. Whenever your liability is increasing, it is an expense. Example, purchases on credit. Or if you're purchasing, your cash is going down, that is also an expense. See?
Interest on loan.
Yes. Cash going out. Debit, credit, payable, purchases. Can I say दोनों में क्या हो रहा है? In both the things it is an expense. Why? So one side my cash is reducing, on the other side if cash is not reducing, my liability is increasing. So it's an expense, sir. Like interest payable, rent receivable, all these are the examples for income and expense. That results a decrease in equity. Yes, sir. It will decrease your equity. Excluding distribution from equity, distribution to equity holders. Will dividend be an expense? A question to everyone. Will dividend be an expense? Will dividend be an
No.
expense? Dividend is not an
No.
expense, Baba. Dividend is the distribution of profit. Even though when we pay dividend, the cash will come down. But वो expense होगा क्या कभी भी? नहीं, sir. Because it's the distribution of this one. So with this, your basic terms are discussed. Any doubts to anyone? Asset, liability, equity, income, and expense. Now, sir, should we ratify this definition? Better you should know this. If a question comes regarding conceptual framework, you should know this. So when coming to conceptual framework, as I mentioned, there are 6 to 7 sentences which you have to remember here. So out of the 6 to 7 sentences, out of this asset, liability, equity, income, expense, you have to remember. But I hope there is no such problem. Huh? Sabko malum hai, asset means no need to write down the same definition, write down in your own words. Present economic resource controlled by entity as a result of past event, present obligation to transfer economic resource, residual interest of the entity after deducting the assets minus liability, etc. Then income means increase in asset, decrease in liability, excluding capital contribution, same for expense. But what is important for asset, you have to keep this mind. Sir, ownership is not considered, and the probability, it is probable that we will receive the money, does not affect whether it's an asset or not. Probability will affect whether we should recognize or not. You will understand that as we move forward. So with this, the 5 elements are done. Yes, sir. Which you already have covered. in your basic class also. Yes. Now coming to the next topic. What is the next topic? The underlying principles. Now accrual basis. So will not write down this. Let us discuss. What does accrual basis means? चलो 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 accrual basis का meaning क्या है? We record the transactions and event when they occur, not when the cash is received. Today I am selling goods today to you. You are saying, sir, payment will be done after 2 years. Will I record revenue after 2 years? No, I will record today only. Simple. Matching principle means what, everyone? Matching principle basically means what? The expenses and the income should be matched during the period. Now, why do we record depreciation every year? Which principle? We record
Matching
depreciation
principle.
every year. Matching principle. Yes or no? Because from that machine, I'm getting some revenue. And regarding that revenue, there is an expense I'm recording. So matching principle means what? Recording the expenses and the revenue or matching them. Simple. Going concern assumption, it is clear, sir, we have discussed. What does prudence concept means? Prudence concept means what? Do not overstate your asset. Do not overstate your asset or do not understate your liability or expenses. Simply use mention ki sir insurance hai. The insurance which you have to receive is 10,000, but you are recording 1 lakh rupees. Can I say you are manipulating the books? So prudence concept says what? Never overstate your asset or understate your liability. Simple. Then coming to substance over form. What does substance over form means? Everyone say me. किया हुआ है सब topics. Just now we have discussed regarding this one, what we say leases. And one more thing, let me test. I'm selling this pencil to you. You can see this pencil. I'm selling this pencil to you. Today I'm selling. I say I'm selling. But I've done a contract with you saying that I will purchase this back from you after 6 months. I've done a contract with you. I'm selling this pencil to you and I'm saying that I'll purchase this back from you after 6 months. So in this case, will I record this as a sale transaction or something else?
No, sir, not booked as a sell, book as a sell lead, sir.
Can I say when I see on the legal I am selling, but when I go in substance, what I'm doing? I'm keeping this as a security with you and I'm taking the amount. It's a loan transaction or not?
Loan.
Yes, yes or no? So we say no, जो दिखता है वो होता नहीं है. The reality. So here we have to check the reality of the transaction. As you learn, we will understand this concept in detail in leases, in your IFRS 15, revenue, financial instruments, etc. Yes, sir. Now, just we have taken the example debit right to use asset. Legal form says what? We do not have the ownership. But what is the substance saying here? It's providing a benefit to us. See, a company sells a machine to a bank but continues to use it and agrees to buy it back later. Even though I say I'm selling it, but I am also using, you are also taking the benefit. But I say I will purchase back from you. So it's not a sales transaction. It's not a sales transaction. It's what like it's type of a loan taken. It's a loan taken. Yes, sir. So these were the some basic principles. Now coming to the next important part. Qualitative characteristics of useful information. So the information which we record in the balance sheet and P&L should have some characteristics. Should have some characteristics. Sir, is this important? Yes. This is not important from the IAS and IFRS, your normal accounting. Your sustainability standards are there, no? From that it is very important. Because same thing will repeat that, and in December 8 to 10 mark question came regarding this. We have to link and provide the linkage between your conceptual framework and sustainability standards. So see now, fundamental characteristics. There are two fundamental characteristics: relevance, faithful representation. Now what does relevance means, everyone? Chalo, say me.
Transaction related to entity.
Yes, then when will you say the information is relevant? let me make a flow chart. I'll not write in detail. Basic here. There are two types of this one: fundamental and enhancing qualitative characteristics. Under this, we have two things: relevance and faithful representation. Again, this will repeat, in your recognition part, this will repeat. Then what I say: timeliness, on time data, understandability, then your verifiability, and then your comparability. Written basic, we'll complete this, but now let us first discuss इनका meaning क्या है, because as I mentioned again, this topic will repeat in your recognition part. Now relevant. What is the conceptual fundamental? What is they are saying? That information which you have should be recorded when it is relevant. The characteristics which it should have should be relevant. Now a question to everyone. When will you say the information is relevant, beta? Now I say example here regarding materiality. I hope everyone knows materiality concept.
Yes, sir.
I say today, it's my company. In my company's turnover is, let's take 1 lakh rupees only. During the year, मेरा turnover 1 lakh का है. Therefore, Reliance company is huge. Let's take 10 billion. Simple example I've taken. Now, A Limited has purchased an asset of 10,000. Reliance Limited has purchased an asset for 10,000. A Limited has not recorded. Reliance company is not recorded yet. From which company's point of view, it is important that they should disclose this and mention to the shareholders or stakeholders?
From A company's point of
Can
view.
I say from A company's point of view, this 10,000 should be recorded, then only we say it is relevant? Yes, sir. From our company's point of view, you only say this 10,000, even though they have not recorded, is that relevant? It is relevant to record, yes, it is important to record, but they have not recorded. Whether it will affect the users, whether it will affect the user decision? Nice, sir. So when will you say the information is relevant? Sir, we say the information is relevant if it is material. Material, can I say material will depend from company to company? Yes, sir. Simple. Relevance means what? Whatever information which you record should provide information to whom? Users. And that decision and that information should what? Affect what? Users' decision. Today, if a company has not recorded 10,000 rupees of asset, it will affect, sir. It will create a problem for the investors. But in case of Reliance company, will it create a problem? No, Baba, it will not create a problem. So I hope the term relevance is clear to everyone. It is based on materiality, etc. Now, faithful representation means what, Beten? When will you say it is faithfully represented? Saving?
Follow the rules of IFRS and IS.
Yes. So when we will say faithful representation, sir, it should be complete. The information which you provide should be complete. You should not give half information. It creates a problem. Then neutral. Can I say the information which you give should be what? It should be neutral. There should be the information which you provide should have a equal balance. It's not that you are only focusing on big investors, etc. XYZ. No, you have to consider each and every one. Then free from error. What does free from error mean, sir? There should be no mistake. Does free from error means? Does free from error means zero mistakes? Does free from error means zero mistake? Nahi, Baba. Free from error means based on my knowledge, okay, it's free from error. It's not that key each and everything is correct. Understand that? Yes, sir. So this is what, sir, fundamental qualitative characteristics. Now coming to enhancing characteristics. What are the enhancing characteristics? First one is what? Timeliness. Timeliness means what? When will you say the information is providing good information? When it is provided on time. If Reliance company is providing its balance sheet and P&L current year balance sheet and P&L after 3 months or 4 months, after 3 or 4 years. Is that relevant? Nine.
No, sir.
Nine. Timeliness means the information should be provided on a timely basis. Yes. Then understandability means what? What does understandability means?
Should be understandable to the users of the financial information.
Simple. Whenever we record any item in asset, liability, equity, it should be the way you present should be clear so that the stakeholders can understand. Simple. Then, sir, verifiability. What does this mean now?
The information provided, we should be able to verify that. There should be evidences.
Evidences. Today, if I say I have inventory value of 1 lakh rupees, if I say inventory is there, value of I have recorded inventory of 1 lakh rupees. Now, if you're an auditor, how will you verify it? Inventory count is done, no? So can I say verifiability means the item which we have recorded, either asset, liability, income, expense or equity, we should have a proof regarding that. Either that proof can be what's a direct proof. Yes or no? We can directly verify. If I say we have written cash in hand of 10 lakh rupees, how will the audit of 10 lakh rupees? How can we verify? So we'll count the cash 10 lakh rupees. Is there or not? So verifiability basically means the information which we provide, your asset, liability should have some evidence or some proof. Simple. Then, sir, comparability. Comparability means what?
Compare with other industry.
Yes. So can I say the information today which I provide, the users should be able to compare with what? Other entities as well as your, let's say current year balance sheet and P&L is provided. And previous year is also provided. Can I say the information which I provide here should also be there in the previous year? Then only comparison can be done. If not, it's very difficult. So comparison means what? Comparability means what? Users, the stakeholders can compare the financial statement so that they can take the decision. So whenever you record any element, whenever you record any information in the balance sheet and P&L, should have these 6 characteristics. It should be relevant. It should be faithfully represented. Faithfully represented means substance over form concept. We have to show the reality of the transaction. It should be complete. It should be free from error, neutral. It should be provided on time, etc. XYZ. All these are the basic points. Any doubts in the fundamental thing? Now, if there is no doubt, the next point, cost constraint. What does cost constraint means? Can anyone say me? Or cost benefit analysis?
Sir, the benefit from preparing the financial statement should be more than the cost incurred to prepare the financial statements.
Okay. Can I say whenever the balance sheet and P&L is prepared, what is the basic thing? So balance sheet and P&L is prepared. So when we prepare this, cost is involved. So the cost which is involved in the preparation should not be more than the benefit which is given to the stakeholders. So it's every time the benefit will be more only, the cost will be less only. So cost benefit analysis should be also followed. Important note. Yes, sir. So with this, the basic part regarding this is done. Now you have understood asset, liability, equity. That is important. This is not so important. Now coming to the key concepts in your financial statement. Now, whenever we learn any standards, we learn 6 important points. Can anyone say me? What are the 6 important points we learn whenever we start any standard?
Definition, recognition.
First, we learn the definition. What is the definition? What is the standard saying? Then recognition. Whether we should recognize this or not. What is the criteria, the condition? Then measurement. At what value we can record it. Then you have what's up? Presentation. How we will present it. Whether we will record in balance sheet, P&L, etc. XYZ. Then derecognition. Sir, should we remove this from the books of accounts? Should we remove it? That is also one question. And then what is the other thing?
Disclosure.
Any addition. So whenever we start any standard, we'll be learning these 6 points. So I hope everyone knows, got an idea what is recognition, measurement, this one, and presentation. Please have a reading once, everyone. Just have a reading. Have a reading once. It's enough. एक बार reading कर लो बस है. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, first class you'll feel कि sir हमने पढ़ा है. I know. So I'm not taking any big topic today, etc. The first two classes I'll go slowly. Then after that pace will increase. So get used to it, etc. XYZ. What I mentioned, the definitions you should know. Now, slowly it will start. What are the points you have to remember, sir? What is the type of question that comes in from conceptual framework? You'll get to know. Yes, this is done. Now, recognition, sir. When should we, whether we should recognize it or not? Yes, sir. Measurement, sir. At what value we should recognize? Presentation, how, where, whether in P&L, balance sheet, OCI, etc. Disclosure, additional information. De-recognition, whether we should remove or not. Now, for your exam from conceptual framework, there are two types of questions that usually comes in the exam. And those two questions are from recognition and measurement. The first question is regarding recognition, measurement. So now we will learn what is the recognition, what is the basic principle for recognition. When should you recognize? See, each IS and IFRS will say the recognition measurement, but the conceptual framework is saying something, follow that. That is the base. Yes, see now, everyone. Recognition. Items are only recognized in the financial statements if they meet the definition of one element. So what are the elements we have learnt? 5 elements: asset, liability, equity, income, expense. So when will you recognize if it meets the definition of element? First of all, it should meet the definition of element. Then, however, not all items meeting these definitions are recognized. Even though it meets the definition, but it's not necessary that we will recognize it. See, elements are recognized if recognition provides users with useful information. This will carry 1 marks, one technical marks. Sir, how should we answer, etc.? I'll come to that little bit. Let us discuss this. Recognition. When will you recognize an element? Sir, first of all, it should meet the definition of asset, liability, equity, income, or expense. Anyone. Then it should provide what, sir? It should provide useful information. Useful information means what? It should be relevant to the users. When we will say, sir, it is providing useful information, when it is relevant and faithful representation. Can I say we have already discussed this qualitative characteristics? When will you say it is relevant? If it is material, if it is important. Faithful representation means what, sir? It should be complete, free, neutral, etc. So recognition means what, sir? It should provide useful information. It should meet the definition of an element. Yes, sir. Now the question will be from these 2 points only. See now. Recognition might not provide relevant information. They are saying what? Sometimes it will be an asset, but that asset recognition will not provide useful information. When? there is uncertainty over the existence of the element. It is an element, but uncertainty hai whether this will occur or not. Or there is a low probability of inflow or outflow of the economic resource. So whenever uncertainty is there, sir, it is uncertain whether we will receive the amount or not. So it is not providing relevant information. I will not record. So the probability is low that we will not receive the amount. If the probability is low, then also will not recognize, because this will not provide useful information. If you know basic of your F7 contingent asset, it is an asset, but can I say uncertainty and probability is there or not? That is the reason, Baba, we are not recording it. So recognition may not provide a faithful representation if there is very high degree of measurement uncertainty. If measurement uncertainty is there, we are not able to measure it. If you're not able to measure it, can you record it? Today I pass a journal entry, debit, credit, cash and sales. I'm not able to calculate the amount on. If I'm not able to calculate the amount, the measurement of this is very uncertain. Then will I record this? No, it will not provide a faithful representation. So judgment is required here. Yes, sir. If an asset or liability is not recognized, disclosure must be provided. If we will not recognize, disclosure should be provided. Understood the recognition part, beta? A very important part. Recognition, when should we recognize the information? Information should be recognized when it provides useful information. This carries technical marks. Useful information means relevant and faithful representation. If there is uncertainty, if high uncertainty is there, it will not provide useful information. We need not recognize the asset. If we will not recognize, what should we do? We should provide what, madam? We should provide the disclosure. Simple. We should provide what, sir? Disclosure should be provided. Yes. Now, when will you de-recognize an asset? Chalo, say me. When will you de-recognize an asset or a liability from your books? What do you think, everyone? I say you have a receivable in your books. Debit, you have a trade receivable. Trade receivable is an asset, sir. Now, when will you de-recognize this trade receivable?
When payment received,
Payment is done. Yes. So, can I say de-recognition? When I say a loan is there, it's your liability. When will you de-recognize? Pay the amount back when payment is done. Yes, sir. Simple. So, recognition means what? When you recognize, provide relevant and faithful representation. Relevant means what? It should affect the users. Faithful representation means substance over form. Derecognition. Derecognition is the removal of some or all of assets or liabilities from the statement of financial position. This normally occurs when the entity loses control over the asset. Can I say the control is lost? Yes, sir. Has no present obligation for the liability. Once I do the payment for the loan, is there any obligation on me? Nahi, Baba. So derecognition, I hope it is clear to everyone. Yes, sir. Sir, whenever we derecognize, can I say whenever I remove any item from my balance sheet, can I say gain or loss will be there or not? Today I have an asset of 10,000, I sell it, I have a gain. So derecognition means what? Derecognize from the books when? When it does not meet the definition of asset, control is not there, future economic benefit is not there, or obligation is not there. At that time we derecognize. Yes, sir. So with this, the recognition and derecognition part is done. Now coming to measurement. Now say me, at what value you will record an element? What do you think, everyone? Measurement. At what value we will record this? There are two: historic cost and current cost. So measurement means, sir, at what value? Either you can record it historic cost or current cost. Historic cost का meaning क्या हो जाएगा? What does historic cost means?
During the time of purchase.
During the time of purchase, or other than this?
Cost.
Can I say historic
Original
cost?
cost price.
Purchase
Original
price basic.
cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I say purchase? Current cost means what, sir? Current cost means
Fair value.
today's. Okay. Can I say today's value? Like what, sir? Your fair value. What is fair value, sir? Market. We'll learn. This is the first standard. We'll start fair value. IFRS 13. Then, sir, other than this, what we have? Fair value. Then value in use. Then
Recoverable.
current cost. Current cost. Current cost, or we say replacement cost. Replacement cost. Simple now. See, measurement. There are two methods, two ways to record. Either we record at the purchase price. I purchased the asset 10 years ago. That I record, I depreciate. No issues. Current value. Current value means what is the value today in the market. So today the value of the asset is this much. So my value, my carrying amount is 20,000, but the value is 25,000 in the market. So I will record at 25,000. Yes, sir. Now, sir, these are the two methods. Historic cost of current value, which is given. Now, which one we should follow? What do you think, everyone? Which one we should follow? What do you think? Can I say respective standards will be saying?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. A question to everyone. Today I say you purchase cryptocurrency. That cryptocurrency is what for you? Asset?
Yes, sir.
Asset. Will you recognize that cryptocurrency? It is an asset. First thing done. Will you recognize it?
Yes, sir. We will recognize.
Yes. Why? What is the justification? What is the justification you will give it?
Because it meets the definition of an element, and moreover, it is relevant and faithfully represent, and it meets the
Okay.
criteria of relevance and faithful representation.
Can I say I should recognize an element when it provides faithful representation?
Yes, sir.
Or it provides useful information? Sir, if I'm purchasing cryptocurrency, I should show this as an asset because it will provide useful information to the stakeholders. Is there any uncertainty regarding the measurement or the amount which we receive or the amount which we pay? No. Today when I now when you record today, when I purchase cryptocurrency, I purchase at $1,000. I record $1,000. Now this $1,000 after 1 year also, will it be at $1,000 or the value will change?
Value will change.
Value will change.
Value will change, no? But still, will the company record the asset at historic cost or current value?
Current value.
Current value.
Why current value? Why are you saying कि सर हमको current value पर record करना है?
इसमें changes
it
बहुत
is-
ज़्यादा होता है सर.
Frequent
Can I say-
changes will be there.
Yes. So can I say here I am selecting which one should I use? Either I should go with historic cost or current value. Can I say there is something, a reason behind this is there or not? One simple thing. What is the reason? Sir, can I say faithful representation again? Simple.
Yes, sir.
So
Faithful.
again, faithful representation comes into picture. See, measurement. When recognized in the financial statement, elements must be quantified in monetary terms. The conceptual framework refers to two main measurement bases, that is historical cost and current value. Yes or no? Simple. See now, current value. Now discussing current value. Current value means as per market. So, yes, sir. The first one is fair value. Fair value, we will discuss this in detail. It's your first standard which will be starting IFRS 13. So fair value ka meaning kya? If I go to the market, what is the price? Simple. Value in use means what? Value in use means what? So whatever the future cash flow I get, I discount it. What I do? So future mein cash flow milega. When I get cash flows in future, I discount it. That is known as what? Value in use. Today I have an asset. Sir, I go to the market, in the market, the price of the asset. If I sell this asset, I'm not talking about a new machine. A machine is that I sell this machine in the market, I get $10,000. That is my fair value. So what is the other thing? No one is No one is purchasing this asset. कोई ले रहा ही नहीं asset. Then what will I do?
I will put that asset into use.
I will use it. When I use it, can I say in future I'll get cash flows? Some or the other benefit I'll get? No. I will discount that. Yes or no? I will do what? I will discount that. Now, when I discount it, what should I do? I take cash flows and I do discounting your FM ka knowledge. Once this part is done, then last 30 minutes I'll explain the present value concept so that we'll be using the same thing in each and every standard. Sir, current cost. Current cost ka meaning kya hai? Sir, what does current cost means? Current cost means what? Today, if I go to the market and purchase the same machine, what is the cost? If I have an iPhone today, I have iPhone 17. If I go today to the market to purchase a new one from the store, the cost is different. But I say this iPhone I've already used for 6 months, not 6 months, let's take 2 months. If I purchase an iPhone which has been used for 2 months, can I say the fair value will be different or not? That is known as what? Current cost. If I replace the current machine with the same machine, if I'm using the machine for 2 years, if I purchase the machine which has been used for 2 years, what is the current cost? This is not frequently used, Baba. These two things are used. Now coming to this one, this is important, which you have to understand. Selection of basis of this one. On what basis are you selecting the current cost of this one? Yes. Now selection of measurement basis. Very important. Again, this blue color part is important for your technical marks. Now, what is technical marks, etc. will come, but let us first understand to this one. Selection. The information provided to users by the measurement basis must be useful. In other words, it must be relevant and offer a faithful representation. Can I say again that only is coming into picture? In recognition, also we have seen that only is a relevant and faithful representation. Now you mentioned is a cryptocurrency. So when I purchase crypto, I should not record at historic cost. Yes or no? Why? Can I say the fluctuation is more? Sir, if I will not record the current value, then can I say it creates a problem? I am not, it is not relevant, it is not faithful representation. That is the reason. So see now, when selecting a measurement basis, the conceptual framework states that this is important. Relevance is maximized when they are saying the information is relevant. When will you say the relevance is maximized? When it will provide good information. When are considered the characteristics of asset or liability. The characteristics of asset or liability. Can I say the characteristics of asset or liability? That is your crypto. Can I say the value is frequently changing?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Then the way in which the asset or liability contributes to future cash flows. Can I say cryptocurrency? Why will a company purchase cryptocurrency? What is the basic agenda behind purchasing a
That
cryptocurrency?
for short-term trading purposes.
Short-term trading purpose, yes or no? Other than this, yes or no? Short-term. So if my aim is that I'll purchase and I'll sell it, then what will I do?
I will look into the fair value.
Fair value. Then can I say fair value difference will be there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now where will you record that fair value difference, everyone? P&L or balance sheet?
P&L.
P&L. Are when the same P&L. Others?
PNL.
P&L. Why we will record in P&L? Can I say when I record in P&L, if I record in OCA, will it provide relevant information? Relevant or faithful representation?
No, it won't. Because
No,
we are
because
going to sell.
I am purchasing that crypto for trading purpose. So if after 3 months the crypto is up, can I say that is for sure gain today? So I will record it because my aim is what? Ki sir, we are purchasing this for trading purpose. So it is better to show the difference where in PL, not in OCA. Again, a question will come whether we should show in PL or OCA, the next type of question. So is this clear to everyone? Measurement basis. How will you, when will you say that the measurement basis or the relevance is maximized? Is based on the characteristics of the asset or liability and the way in which the asset or liability will provide economic benefit for me. Now you only say, if I purchase an office building, Can I say for office building it is better to follow historic cost model only? My intention is not to sell, no. If I have an office building today, my intention should be what? To record this at historic cost, the purchase price. Why? Because I'm not selling this, no. मेरा aim ही नहीं है sell करने का. But when coming to investment property, can I say my aim is what? I can sell it. So there, in that case, we can use fair value. It provides better representation and faithful information. Simple. So read this point here. Clear everyone? No Arvind, नहीं समझ में आया?
Yes sir, clear.
You need not ratify this. Ratify क्या करना है? ये दो लाइन पे. Technical marks. This one. If you're not ratifying also, if you have understood and if you're writing your own words, no issues for me. And these blue colors. Yes, sir. So with this, what all we have done? Recognition, derecognition and measurement. Measurement, very important, better this one. So whenever when coming to measurement basis, the conceptual framework says that it should provide relevant and faithful information. Relevance is maximized when the characteristics of asset or liability consider characteristics and the way the asset will provide the income or the future cash contribution. Simple. Now, this is also done. Then this is this PNL and OCA part we will do later. But let us do this part and then start with your question. So, what are the type of question that usually comes from conceptual framework? Presentation and disclosure. Can I say presentation? Whenever you present in the balance sheet P&L, you should record it properly or not. If you show non-current asset in current asset, it is a problem or not, everyone? Yes, sir, it is a problem. Instead of showing an income in investing category, if you show in operating category, can I say it is wrong? If I have a rental income that should be recorded in investing, I record in operating profit. Can I say manipulation is done or not? Yes, sir. Comparison will not be like with like. All these problems will arise. And disclosure means what, sir? Additional information we are providing so that users get to know, okay, if we have recorded anything, they are not understanding here, we provide the disclosure about that. So presentation and disclosure issue nahi hai kisi ko. Yes? Chalo. So with this, you have understood important point, 5 elements. The recognition part. Recognition, an element is recognized if it provides useful and relevant information. Yes, useful information means relevant and faithful. If uncertainty is there, if the probability is low that we need not pay, then no need to recognize. If uncertainty is high, sir, measurement uncertainty is high, we are not able to measure the value, then also we will say what, sir, we will not recognize. Sir, when coming to measurement basis, based on the characteristics or the way the future cash flows are there. Yes, I hope everyone have learned a basic thing about IAS 38. Yes or no? IAS 38 intangible asset.
Yes sir.
Yes, Sunil and Rahul also, I hope thoda bahut kiya hai.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now a question to everyone. Internally generated intangible asset, will you recognize?
No.
No, we
No,
won't.
Sunil is saying no, Arvind
But-
saying no, Rahul.
But when purchased, then
No, I asked about
internally
this one.
generated,
Yeah. Jab
internally
purchase,
generated, yes, sir, yes, sir. Oh.
when we purchase, we recognize. Internally generated, we will not recognize. Why? What is the reason? Chalo, say me.
Sir, because we cannot reliably measure the cost, sir, because it is internally generated.
Okay, Arvind is saying that one. Okay. Others? Any other point? कुछ और points है क्या दिमाग में? Can I say one important thing? Today, Nike is there. Nike. or we say Amazon or Netflix, or we say any other Mama Earth or etc. Will these companies record in the balance sheet Nike, Amazon as a brand of $1 billion or $1 billion? Will they record this?
No.
Nahi. Can I say this is not the amount? Can I say the brand is developed over the years? Do they know what is the amount they have spent to develop the brand? Nahi, Baba. A lot of things is involved. So can I say this? Your IAS 38 is saying what? Internally generated brand, internally generated items should not be recorded. Yes or no? अरे यार cost cannot be measured. Yes, sir, cost cannot be measured. One simple thing, yes, sir, cost cannot be measured. Now, everyone, if cost cannot be measured, you only say me. We can't recognize. Can I say this is consistent or not with the conceptual framework? Is this consistent with the conceptual framework or not?
Measurement uncertainty. Yes.
Yes, can I say recognition, sir? Uncertainty is there whether it will occur or not. Probability is low whether we will receive or not. No recognition. But sir, uncertainty, the measurement uncertainty, the value also is uncertain, sir. It's difficult to predict. And when we predict also, it's not a true value. It's not a true value. So can I say whenever measurement uncertainty is also high, will you recognize any asset? No. Can I say the IS 38 recognition criteria and this one is consistent or not? Internally generated thing? Yes, sir. So with this, the basic part, your conceptual framework basic understanding is done. Now we will jump to the question, the type of questions. So see now, for each standard, as I mentioned, there are types of questions. If you do that, your work is done. You will not find this anywhere. ये किधर भी लिखा नहीं है. Any publication on ACCA study किधर भी नहीं है. This I have made so that it's easy for the student. See now, there are types of questions that are tested for your exam. Now you know the idea, etc. Now let's go into the type of question and the answer writing skills that is required. There are two type of questions. The first one is case scenario question. Treatment as per conceptual framework. They will give you they will give a transaction to you. What they will do? The examiner will do what? They will give a transaction to you, and then they will ask, uh, do the accounting as per conceptual framework or treatment as per conceptual framework. In that case, what should you do? If a case scenario is given, they said do the accounting as per or do the treatment as per conceptual framework. In that case, we have to first identify whether it's an asset, liability, equity, income, or expense, whether we should recognize this or not, whether in balance sheet or P&L, etc. The next type of question is what? IS and IFRS. Is IS and IFRS consistent with conceptual framework? IS and IFRS is consistent because IS and IFRS are made from what? Conceptual framework only. So what will the examiner do? They will, conceptual framework. They will say whether conceptual framework and IS and IFRS are aligned or not. Check whether consistency is there or not. But I mentioned to you, conceptual framework says what? Asset is what? Potential. But when coming to this one, what we say, IS 38 say probable. So here and there, when you see standards, a lot of problems are there. Conflict is there. So because based on old conceptual framework, not on new. Now coming to sir, how to answer. Now understand when coming to SBR, what is the technique to answer? I say first you have to write the technical knowledge. What you have to write? Technical knowledge. That will give you technical marks. Then your application. Then your application. This will give you application marks from the question. Then conclusion. Let me see here. If a question is for example, I'm taking a question is for, let's take 5 marks. If a question is for 5 marks, if the question is for 5 marks, what will you see? No, you will see that 1 to 2 marks will be for technical. Then 2 marks will be for this one, and 1 marks for will be for your conclusion. So now, when coming to your SBR, understand that what is the important point? Important point is that if the question paper is for 100 marks, I say easily 18 to 20 marks are technical. What? 18 to 20 marks are technical, which you can easily score with. That is the reason I say no. If you know 200 to 250 sentences, you can easily score that. And if you know the application of that, your work is done. And conclusion, though, you can give easily. ऐसे नहीं कि conclusion is something out of the box. Yes or no? Conclusion is not out of the box. So technical marks are very important. As we learn the standard, you get to know more कि sir क्या है क्या नहीं etc. XYZ. But I hope you got a basic idea. Huh? Rahul and Sunil, idea mila basic?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
See, this is not written anywhere. I say openly, Baba. किधर भी नहीं लिखा हुआ ये करो. हाँ. Everyone, yeah, 1 point, 1 valid marks, but technical marks, I say based on my analysis, based on some students ने ये बोला कि sir, when they write the exam, we evaluate, etc. I have seen that the technical marks which they have written easily, if they have written that perfectly and the application, they score more than 60 easily. So that is the reason I say 18 to 20 marks will be technical. 18 to 20 marks will be what, sir? Technical. And if you just do calculation in your exam, will calculation fetch you marks? Only doing calculation will give you marks? If the question is discussed, will calculation give you marks? It will not be given. Understand that. Yes. This is the writing skill. So see now, for conceptual framework, what should we do? How to answer a conceptual framework question. See, same way for other standards also, you'll not find out. Let me show you. If you watch the batch details in that I have mentioned, September and December. I will show you. So for each standard, we do this way, the learning. See now, when coming to IFRS 13, type 1 question that comes. This is the type 1 question that comes. What are the sentences you have to write? What is the technical knowledge? Then, sir, see, this is type 3 question. What is the technical knowledge you have to write up to get the marks? Then, your type 4, sir. What is the type 4 question? So for each standard, you will be getting this so that it becomes easy for you. You will not find this anywhere. First of all, I say, अगर हम पूछना मत कि सर ये किधर लिखा है कि नहीं नहीं लिखा हुआ. Based on this becomes easy for the students. So same way in conceptual framework, 2 questions I have given. So how to answer? See here now. First, write down an element. Whether that element, like let's take the example of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is an asset, Baba. An asset will be recognized because crypto is an asset. So I mention asset. An asset will be recognized in financial statement if it provides relevant information and faithful representation to the users. 1 marks. Then there should be no uncertainty. There should be what? No uncertainty. Uncertainty का meaning क्या है? Can I say measurement uncertainty? Yes. Then define what is asset, liability, equity. Then write down the definition of asset, liability, equity. That also will give you 1 mark. This will give you 0.5 marks depending upon the marking scheme. Whether the question is for 4 marks, 5 marks, 6 marks, etc. Then give your conclusion for 1 marks. So whenever a question comes regarding the conceptual framework, maximum 4 to 5 marks. Max to max, 6 marks if you're lucky. But I say 4 to 5 marks. Understood? Did you understand what is the first sentence? You have to write down this bare minimum whenever you get a question regarding conceptual framework. Which one, sir? This one. This one, this type of question. This we will see as we do the accounting standards, we will do this. Understand? Then there should be no uncertainty. Yes, sir. Then define the 5 elements. Out of this, any one element it is. Asset means write down the definition. Then do the application and give the conclusion. Application means what, sir? Sir, it will provide future economic benefits. How? If it is cryptocurrency, we can sell, etc. Past event was what, sir? Transaction is done, we have purchased it, and your conclusion. So, in your conceptual framework, two types of question: case scenario treat as per conceptual framework treatment, and IS and IFRS whether it's consistent with conceptual framework or not. Simple. Understood? Yes. Now, can we take a break or can I do the first question? First दिन है. Yes, Semi. Let us do the first question and take the break, okay? Yes.
Okay, sir.
बोर तो नहीं हो रहे हो ना कि सर क्या पढ़ा रहे सर, सब आता है सर अपन को. मतलब I usually see the first two classes students says क्यों, because this you learn in your FA FR also, so students को थोड़ा बहुत वो रहता है कि सर हमको आता है थोड़ा बहुत. बट आई मेंशन ना कि हाँ, इट्स ओके दैट यू नो, मैं वैसे नहीं बोल रहा कि नहीं आता है, बट इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है कि वी फोकस ऑन द एग्जाम टेक्निक. अभी क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, लेट अस डू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 first. Now start, you also have to write down this better. Write down the basic points in your own words. Now I want anyone to read the question. Arvind, read the question better.
Okay, sir. Reliance agrees to guarantee a $1 lakh bank loan taken by its subsidiary King. There are no current indicators that King will default on the loan, and it is forecast to generate sufficient cash flows to service its debt next year. Discuss whether a liability should be recognized by Reliance with reference to the conceptual framework.
So this is type 1 question or type 2 question? First make that clear. This is type 1 question or type 2 question?
Type 1.
Type 1, yes or no? Yes, sir. So now the question is from what, sir? It's a question is regarding conceptual framework. Yes, sir. In that conceptual framework, two types of question, 2 or 3 maximum. What is the next step? I'll be saying that. The first step is what? Treatment as per a conceptual framework. The second one is consistent. Yes, in that the recognition, measurement, PNL, OC, everything is included. Now, say me everyone, what do you think? Discuss whether a liability should be recognized by Reliance company. So, what is the case in I understand? Reliance is that Reliance has a subsidiary King company. Subsidiary means more than 50% holding as of now. Understand? Reliance company is giving a guarantee to a bank. Reliance company gives a guarantee saying to the bank that provide the funds to K company, that is King, as well as they are saying what, if K company will not pay, then who will pay ultimately? कौन pay करेगा? If K company will not pay the amount, then who will pay the amount?
Reliance.
Reliance. Yes. So now you only say if Reliance have to pay this, can I say for Reliance it will become what? Liability. Yes. Now say me whether Reliance company should recognize liability or not. What do you think? Let's take the question is for 5 marks. 5 marks means you have 10 minutes, not more than that. 5 marks, 10 minutes. Question पढ़ लिया, yes sir, 1 minute. Then for reading the question, 9 minutes you have. What do you think, everyone? Whether Reliance should recognize liability or ignore it?
It should recognize the liability.
It should recognize. Arvind is saying sir, recognize करना है. Others? When will you recognize? When will you recognize? When it provides useful information. Useful means relevant and faithful representation. So relevant and faithful representation will not be met when uncertainty is high or when probability is not there. So low probability, the probability is low that we will not pay. In that case, we will not recognize. So what do you think here?
Not recognized, sir.
We will not recognize. Why?
Its probability is low.
Probability is low. Yes. Okay, Rahul, what about you?
We will recognize.
We will recognize. Okay.
Because I think there is a potential to pay that 1 lakh. You said na,
Potential
this
is that to pay liability, but to recognize what are the condition. I mentioned first, you mention कि sir recognition है, उसके बाद में क्या करते हैं? For recognition, what we see? Useful information. For useful information, what do we see? Flow chart
relevance
बना
and
देता
faithful representation.
हूँ. Flow chart बना देता हूँ. It is an asset, liability. Yes, sir. Then for recognition, what we have to see? चाहिए तो ये लिख लो flow chart. It will help you. Sir, recognition. For recognition, what we say? Useful information. Useful information when, sir? Relevant and faithful representation. Yes, sir. Faithful and representation. When will you say it is not relevant? Not relevant when? Uncertainty and low probability of inflow or outflow, sir. Faithful representation when we say
Uncertainty regarding measurement.
measurement uncertainty. Yes, sir.
Sir, what is that uncertainty regarding relevance then? In relevance, there is an uncertainty,
Yeah,
right?
what
Is
does
that
this means? Whether it will exist or not? Yes or no?
existence? Okay.
Existence. This is about existence. This is about measurement, beta. अभी समझ में आया?
Okay.
Now say me whether we should recognize or not in the given case, beta.
Not recognize.
We shouldn't.
Not recognize. Why?
Low probability of outflow.
समझ में आया? Yes. Good to know that. अभी clear हुआ. Now how will you start? How will you start the answer? चलो 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 चलो. How will you start the answer? Which element is this?
This is an element of liability.
So what will I say here? A liability will be recognized when? Will be recognized in financial statements. Will be recognized in financial statement if it provides relevant and faithful representation. Relevant and faithful representation to the users of the financial statements. Yes or no? Yes, sir. This will give you what? 1 marks, बेटे. कितना marks ये? 1 marks मिल जाएगा लिखने. After that, what we say, sir? Can I say there should be no uncertainty? This either you get 0.5 marks, etc. Even though if you have not written, no issues. Then we have to write down the definition of liability. Liability is what, bete? Liability is a present obligation of the entity to transfer what?
Economic resource.
Yes, economic resource as a
Past event.
result of past event. इसका 1 मार्क्स मिल जाएगा. Yes sir. See, it's regular. इन दोनों का 1 मार्क्स मिलेगा. It's for sure. Any question if you see. Yes sir. अभी बोलो. Now we have to link to the case, बेटा. First of all, say whether it's a liability or not. Link to the case and say it is a liability or not. Now, can I say we are not discussing about your recognition? We are saying whether it's a liability or not. Can I say it's a liability? If King company will default, who will pay then? Reliance company. So can I say the guarantee? Can I say who is giving the guarantee? Can I say the guarantee? The guarantee meets the guarantee meets the definition of what? Definition of liability. Why are you saying that the guarantee meets the definition of liability? Can I say the guarantee meets the definition of liability? Can I say there is a risk? There is a risk that Reliance company have to transfer economic resource. Yes or no, better? Have to transfer economic resource. If King defaults. Yes, sir. The guarantee meets the definition of liability. There is a risk that Reliance company have to transfer economic resource if King will default. Then what is the next point? Is there a past event? How can we confirm the past event better? Can I say past event is that Reliance company has given a guarantee or Reliance company is acting as a guarantor? They are acting, no? Past event is that Reliance company is acting as a guarantor. Reliance company is acting as a guarantor when King took the loan. Simple, sir. Yes, sir. So it is a lab. Now coming to recognition. Now explain recognition, Baba. Can I say here? Recognition will not provide relevant information, better. Why? It is not relating to faithful. It is not relating to relevant here. Will not provide relevant information. Can I say as the probability of transfer, the probability to transfer economic resource transfer economic resources low. Recognition will not provide relevant information as the probability to transfer economic resources low because can I say why? Can I say because the condition of the company is good here?
King is having a good condition.
This is linkage with the question. See, this you have to link. Write down because king king is king is in a good position and can can meet all the service payment. Yes or no? Can repay this service payment or loan payment. Then what we say, therefore the liability should not be recognized as it will not provide relevant information, sir. Even though the question was for 5 marks, I have written 5 sentences. समझ में आया कैसे आंसर लिखते हैं अभी? I hope you got a little bit confidence by solving the first question regarding your conceptual framework. सर कैसे लिंक करते कि इसको कैसे फ्रेम करते आंसर? As I mentioned, SBR is a totally theory paper. You have to know this. Even though you have written your so on simple language. See, many students, how they will write the answer. They will say what? Liability, they write. They will say recognition of this liability will not provide relevant information because the probability to transfer economic resources is low. As we know that King company is in very good sufficient cash balance, that means Reliance company will not pay the amount. So recognition should not be done. Then they will say conclusion. In your own language, it's not required that you write down the same thing given here. And you have to link to the case. Can I say we have linked to the case or not here? Here we have linked the case to the risk. First we have defined, then we have mentioned the probability here. Yes, sir. Now understand one more point what I say. Even though the question is for 5 marks, the answer which we have written is for how many marks? What do you think? In your SBR, if the question is for, let's take for 5 marks, examiner will evaluate this answer assuming that the question was for 7 marks. This answer which we have written, no, examiner will evaluate assuming that the question is for 7 marks. So whenever you see professional exams, if the question is for 5 marks, the examiner will evaluate assuming that the question was for 7 marks, because the content which you can write is more here. So that is the reason if you see your past papers which are published by ACC and you see the marking scheme, so they have written too much, sir. Even though out of that, if you have written 30% or 20%, 25% properly, still you get full marks. Understood the first type of question, everyone? Arvind is saying yes.
Yes, sir.
Rahul and Sunil?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. आया थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस की सर कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क का क्वेश्चन कैसे आता है, कैसे सॉल्व करना, कैसे डील करना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यस. एज अ मेंशन ये किधर भी नहीं मिलेगा, ये टाइप 1 क्वेश्चन, टाइप 2 क्वेश्चन किधर भी नहीं है. अरविंद को भी मालूम रहेगा, फर्स्ट बैच में था क्या अरविंद ये?
Yes, sir.
It was there, but did you find this anywhere else in any Kaplan BBP किधर भी?
No.
So that is the reason I say, Baba, the questions which I take in class, basically 150, 120 questions or one maximum 120, 130 basic questions. If you do that, it's enough. And if you do 10 to 15 past papers also, your work is done. You're ready for the exam. But when I do concentrate and when I give the homework question, do that. If you're not typing out this, no issues. But the questions which I give as homework from your past papers, etc., do that. You will get more confidence. So whether the first question is done, let us take a break, come back and do 1 or 2 more questions so that your confidence is high regarding this topic. So the time is 12:41, giving you a good break till 1. It will take 25 minutes, not more than that. After that, we'll understand the PNL and OCI part, which I have to explain. Take break, everyone. Chalo, come back. Everyone back? Audible?
Yes.
Yes. Chalo then. Before moving forward, let us do the difference between PNL and OCA. I hope you have a basic idea. अभी समझ में आ गया ना? What will be recorded in PNL, what will be recorded in balance sheet? Yes. No, the PNL and OCA difference. Sorry. PNL में क्या जाएगा and in when compared to in your OCA, what we will record. Now, now everyone, a question to everyone. When you record the difference between, let's take your valuing an asset for 10,000, the market value is 12,000, the difference of 2,000. Where will you record this 2,000? Either in PNL or either in OCA. Now, this, when you decide whether you should record in PNL or OCA, how will you decide it? Sir, whether we should record in P&L or OCM. We have discussed in the basic example up for investment property, you mentioned P&L. For revaluation, for excuse me, for office building, we mentioned in OCI. What are the logic or reason behind that?
This is not the regular transaction. Regular
Regular
transaction book
targets.
only.
Regular
Yes.
transactions
Regular
will be
transactions.
recorded.
Transaction.
Yes. Can I say that also depends upon the faithful representation concept only again? Yes or no? Now,
Yes.
when coming to cryptocurrency, I say cryptocurrency basically, why will a company purchase cryptocurrency? Basically for investment purpose, na? So when they are purchasing that for investment purpose, what should we do? We should record the difference in
P&L.
P&L. But when you
Short
PL
come
term.
account.
to IS 38, but when we come to IS 38, IS 38 says what? That the difference we should record in what? OCI. Because your cryptocurrency is also what's a cryptocurrency bhi kya hai? Intangible asset. It's also an intangible asset. Simple. That is also an intangible asset. Yes, sir. So now it's important that we understand, sir, how should we classify whether it will go into penal or OCI? Yeah, OCI items we will be learning. Separate in each standard is mentioned ki ye OCI mein jayega, etc. XYZ. But let us have the basic understanding the what is the conceptual framework saying. See now, profit or loss and other comprehensive income. The statement of profit or loss is a primary source of information about the entity's performance. P&L is basically says you about the performance of the entity. Yes, sir. Then, in developing standards, the IASB will, in principle, require all revenue, all income and expenses to be included in SOPL. Yes or no? They are saying that the principally, basically, each and every item that is of income and expense should be recorded in P&L because P&L provides the entity's performance. But may decide that income and expense, see, but may decide that income or expense arising from a change in the current value. Can I say this concept of OCA will only apply when we follow current value better? When we follow historic cost, will the concept of OCI and penal का difference arise? कभी नहीं आएगा. When I revalue the asset, when I calculate the fair value, when I calculate the value in use, at that time only the difference will come when I'm using the current value. If the company is using historic method or historic cost, there is no such difference. Yes. So the difference may arise when the following item is considered as per current value method. So that income and expense of asset or liability should be classified as other comprehensive income. This should be the now before when should we take to OCM? When if you believe as an accountant key if we record this in the OCA it will provide relevant and faithful representation. See now, read this blue color point once. चलो 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 चलो. If you think sir we should recognize the difference between the carrying amount and the current value in the P&L and it will provide relevant information, do it. If we believe ki sir we should recognize this difference in OCI it will provide relevant information, then do that. But when coming to each and every item that should be recorded in P&L and OCI is specified by the standard, so there is no such problem. This is the basic guidelines which conceptual framework is giving us. See, read this also we have covered already. I hope done reading this part. Yes. This is regarding what? Can I say reclassification? Whether we should take the difference to whether the OCE item, other components of equity, should be taken to penal or should be taken to retainance. It's about that. And this, as I mentioned, the OCI thing, reclassification is clearly mentioned in the standard, and we have to follow that on. Yes, sir. So with this part is done. Okay, sir. So now let us do a question. The next question from this topic. The next question is regarding your cryptocurrency only, so that you'll have a good idea. Rahul, can you read the question, beta?
Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies that operate independently of a central bank. Some businesses now accept cryptocurrencies in the place of traditional currencies. The market price of cryptocurrency is highly volatile. Investors can earn large returns by buying cryptocurrency when the quoted price is low and selling when the quoted price rises. Cryptocurrencies have proved problematic with regards to financial reporting because they do not seem to fall within the scope of an issued IFRS or IAS standard. As such, preparers of financial statements must use the conceptual framework to devise an accounting treatment that provides useful information to financial statement users.
So
Required using the conceptual framework, discuss how an entity might account for an investment in cryptocurrency that it holds to trade.
now everyone, the question is type 1 question or type 2 question? Batao mujhe.
Type 1.
Type 1 only, yes or no? See, in your exam, the type 1 question are rare. Understand that. Type 2 questions are frequently tested, like the link between conceptual framework and IAS 36, IAS 13, intangible asset, the link between conceptual framework and IFRS 2. So as we learn the standard, it will be clear. But as of now, we are focusing more on type 1 question. Type 2 question also, one we will do regarding intangible asset. So you'll understand. Now, say me everyone. Here, this cryptocurrency, how will you treat this? How will you treat this? Asset, no?
Asset. It will be treated
So
as
first, what will we say? An asset is recognized in the financial statement if it provides the relevant and the faithful representation to the users. Then we will say an asset is an economic resource controlled by an entity as a result of past event. Can I say cryptocurrency is an asset because it provides future economic benefits? We can use this to purchase, or we can use this to purchase any goods, or we can trade it. As they mention, what in some countries we can use this as a currency, as well as they mention that we can trade it. So economic benefit is there, yes sir. Then can I say, therefore can I say cryptocurrency will be an asset here? Yes sir. Should we recognize this? Is there any uncertainty between regarding existence? No sir, there is no
no.
answer. Is there any low probability? No sir. Is there any measurement uncertainty? No sir. Crypto market
No.
hai na, market is there on the market. If you want the value of the cryptocurrency, it is traded, you can get it. There is no such issue about the measurement part. So can I say we should recognize this? There is no such problem regarding this point. Yes sir. Now when coming to the recognition, this is that now measurement, at what value we will measure and what value we will recognize, that also we have to mention here. Which method you will use, whether you will follow historic cost, only the current value here.
Current cost model.
Current cost or current value, I say. Why? Can I say this is
Current.
based on the characteristics of the asset and liability, as well as how will you get the benefit here? Yes or no? The way in which the asset or liability will provide you future cash flow. Here, what they mention, trading purpose. Now, whenever you have a difference, whether you will take to penal or OCI,
PNL.
PNL, write down that 5 to 6 points. Done with this question. Let's take the questions for 6 months. What is the first point, everyone? Chalo, fatafat se first point bata do mujhe.
Sir,
Can
in
I say?
PNL, which category, sir?
हाँ, we'll come to that now. हाँ, same यहाँ. अरे यार, अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा. Same now. Which category will record, everyone? Trading
Operating.
purpose. Trading.
Investing.   Normal. Yes or no?
Yes, investing normal. Yes or no?   Yes.   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  Yes.   Yes.   Yes.   Yes.   Yes.   Yes.    Yes.    Yes.   Yes.   Yes. normal business, if I have a normal business, I'm purchasing crypto, it's for investment trading purpose only. It's not that it's my business only to trade in crypto. Agar wo hota to wo alag hi hai, it's totally different part. But basically in investing categories, can I say an asset is recognized if it provides, what if it provides relevant and faithful representation? Simple. An asset is recognized in the financial statements if it provides relevant and faithful representation to the two users of the financial statements. So this done, sir. And you can add here that should be no uncertainty. ये क्वेश्चन में है नहीं, even though you will not no need to write down this, इतना प्रॉब्लम है इसमें, will be exam focus, sir. Yes, sir. Next, can I say an asset is a, what is an asset? An asset is an economic resource controlled by the entity
Present economic resource.
as a result of past event. Yes, sir. Done with the second. Now we have to conclude ki sir, this cryptocurrency is an asset. Yes or no? So can I say cryptocurrency qualifies as an asset because it is,
Is providing potential economic benefits.
yes, can I say it is controlled by the entity and provides what better? And will provide, can I say, will provide future economic benefits. That is, can be used to purchase goods. Simple point. I get an economic benefit. Yes, sir. Then, can I say cryptocurrency should be recognized? Cryptocurrency should be recognized as an asset. Is there any uncertainty? Can I say there is no uncertainty, and the inflow of the economic benefit is probable, and the inflow of future economic benefit is probable. Yes, sir. Simple. Yes, sir. So it provides relevant and faithful information. You can mention that, but already अपन ने mention कर लिया ऊपर, तो कोई issue नहीं. Yes. After this, can I say as per conceptual framework, what are the measurement bases here? As per conceptual framework, as per conceptual framework, there are two measurement bases. I'm writing in detail answer little bit. Even though you will not write down this point, you can directly write down that when selecting the measurement basis, what should we keep in mind? As per conceptual framework, there are two measurement bases, that is historic cost and current value. Yes, sir. ये भी लिख लिया अपन ने. Then can I say when selecting measurement basis, what should we keep in mind? When selecting your measurement basis, can I say relevance is maximized if the following are considered. What are the points? That characteristics
Nature
of
of
the
the set.
yes. First, let us write the characteristics. Then we will characteristics of the asset and liability. See, in exam, sir, time come about. What you can do, I will say first. Let us write down the detailed answer. Then I can see in exam how you can save time. Sir, time both come. We have to answer, etc. We can cut short our answer also. Still, you can get good marks. It's not kiki. Out of 6, you can easily score 5 marks. Can the way in which the way in which asset or liability contributes the cash flow. Simple. This we have written the technical part. Now, what is the linkage here? Can I say cryptocurrencies are usually held for what trading purpose here?
Yes, sir.
Cryptocurrencies are mostly held for trading purpose. Trading purpose. That is the aim is capital gain. Aim is capital gain. Can I say therefore it is better to therefore it is better to use the fair value to use the current value, that is the fair value. It's better to use the fair value and to use the fair value. It's enough. Then what can I say? Can I say the difference between the fair value is recorded in P&L as it will provide relevant information. Yes, sir. Relevant information and faithful representation. So with this, your answer is done. The answer is done. Even though sometimes in the exam, sir, both time come in, what you can do, you can write down this point, current value, etc. And what, even though you're not able to write down this point, you can directly write down this point, the way in which the asset or liability contributes the cash flow. Simple. And then say it is recorded at fair value. The difference is taken to P&L because it provides relevant and faithful representation. Done with the case.
So on average, how many marks does these type of questions come for?
We say 5 to 6 marks better.
Okay. And there's always one or two questions like this, or just one?
Depends. As I mentioned, whenever you see last December attempt, ऐसे कुछ question आया नहीं था. It was not a question like this. Yeah, other topic. It was not for sure from a conceptual framework. It was from some other topic. It was a straightforward question. But September attempt question was there regarding IES 38 and conceptual framework.
Okay.
But the question will frame a base for the coming standards also, how to present the answers. First, we have to write down the technical knowledge. See, when you learn to now, have the aim of writing the technical knowledge, application, conclusion. Sir, exam में time ही नहीं है. So what I say, frame the answer in a such a way, as we do, I'll say you also, frame the answer in a such a way, sir, you're linking the technical concepts as well as you're writing the answer. No issues in that. Still you'll get full marks.
Okay. Thank you.
If you see any past papers or this, etc., if you see that, so likha hua, it's clearly written that if a question is for 6 marks, the marking scheme, if you see, it is for 8 marks, 9 marks, maximum you'll get 6 marks. But the answer which is published by ACCA is for 8 marks, 7 marks. So even though you write the basic points, still you can get full marks. So a lot of times we have seen ki sab fully milta hai. And technical marks is very important. I say that is easy, that is in hand, you can score that 18 to 20 marks. 18 marks, not 20 also, 18 के अंदर ही रहता है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं रहता है.
Okay, thank you.
So with this is also done the second question. If you see in your past paper, there are 3 questions regarding the same 3 questions are there. Same. This cryptocurrency के 3 questions है. So whether this question is also done. Now let me take one more example, one more question, the last question from this. As I mentioned, from conceptual framework, will the question come direct or the question will be type 2? The question will be type 2 questions better. Type 2 questions are frequently tested. And I'm maximum seen for 4 or 5 marks, not more than that. Sunil, can you read the next question better?
Yes, sir.
Alpha company.
Yes, sir. Once.
अरे हो गए ना सबका क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. सी व्हाई आई से यू आल्सो राइट. आई नो कि सर अभी हमारा एसीसी एग्जाम एक्सेल पर होता है. फर्स्ट यू राइट डाउन दिस, नो यू गेट इनटू दैट फ्लो. आई हैव सीन स्टूडेंट, if you write down with pen, अगर in your regular class if you're writing on a pen or paper with a pencil or pen जो भी रफ है, you get into that flow. that is important in ACC exam. अगर आप एक बार फ्लो में आ गए ना, आंसर कैसे फ्रेम करते, कैसे लिखते, कैसे लिंक करते, then the past papers you can type it out and send in, no issues in that. When coming to some topic, leases, financial instrument, अपन भी वो एक्सेल पर ही करेंगे. So I'll type out the answers there also. So first get into that flow for the first 2 to 3 class of 4 topics. उसके बाद में अपन पेस पकड़ लेंगे. Yes, better read the question.
Alpha operates in the publishing industry. The Alpha brand is highly respected, and as a result, the books published by Alpha receive extensive coverage online and in national and international press. The brand is internally generated and, in accordance with IS 38, intangible assets is not recognized in Alpha financial statement required. Discuss the extent to which the accounting treatment of the Alpha brand is consistent with the conceptual framework.
Now say type 1 question की type 2 question ही है.
Type 2.
Type 2.
Type 2 ना, and I mentioned type 2 are frequently tested in the exam. तो अभी इसको कैसे लिंक करेंगे? Can I say this is regarding IS 38 intangible asset just we have discussed? Yes sir. So how will I start the answer? मैं कैसे start करूंगा? पहले क्या लिख दूं? An asset will be recognized in the FS if it provides what, sir? If it provides
Relevance and faithful info representation.
relevant information and faithful representation. Relevant
As per
information and faithful representation to the users of the financial statement. Simple. Now many students will say कि sir time ही नहीं sir, 4 mark का question था. Then directly what you can write down, an asset is a present economic resource controlled by an entity. So here can I say brand is what? Brand is an asset. It is controlled by the entity. Economic benefit मिलता ही है. Yes or no? So you can directly link. No need to write कि ये sir. But they have specifically mentioned to link to conceptual framework. That is the reason if we write now, the answer will be very good. The chances will become very high that you get out of out. ये question में there will be no such problem कि sir out of out मिल गया ये question में. Then the next question. Can I say an asset is an economic resource controlled by the entity as a result of past event. अभी थोड़ा मेरा हैंड राइटिंग पर मत जाना, but understand the this one. Now justify whether this brand, can I say Alpha brand is an asset? Alpha brand is an asset as it is controlled by, किस कौन कंट्रोल कर रहा है? As it is controlled by Alpha only, no? As it is controlled by the entity and provides future economic benefits. Why I say future economic benefit is that? Can anyone say me? How can I link to the economic benefit? Can I say because they mentioned that extensive coverage online, international, etc. market में it has been published. अगर publish हुआ तो income हो रहा है ना? You can mention in the bracket. That is You can mention this extensive coverage online, you can copy and paste it down, no issues in that. अभी इतना नहीं करोगे तो भी चलेगा, but अपन ने justify कर लिया. Yes sir. Now can I say when coming to the recognition, अभी क्या करेंगे? Do we recognize it? Can I say Alpha brand is not recognized as per IAS 38, as per IAS 38. Why? Because can I say IAS 38 says what? Can I say because cost cannot be separated. Now over the period the company is incurring the cost. Can I say if the company is incurring the cost over the period, is it easy for the company to separate the cost which belongs to brand and which belongs to normal expense? General business cost, it's difficult. General business cost. Yes sir. As well as fair value is not available, huh? As you know, fair value, once you learn fair value concept IFRS 13, you will be able to link IFRS 13 to IAS 38. Yes. Now can I say IAS 38 or the accounting treatment is consistent here? Okay, main thing, can I say main thing तो भूल ही गए ना include करने के लिए. Can I say as high measurement uncertainty is that high measurement uncertainty is that that means recognition will not provide
faithful representation.
yes, ये सबसे important point है. This and the conclusion part in this one 1 marks yeah, इन दोनों का तो जैसे बोला कि 1 marks तो मिलेगा ही, 1 marks and this also 1 marks. इसका अगर if you have not written this but directly you mention it is an asset because future it's okay. 1 2 3 4 and last one conclusion point. So conclusion क्या देंगे अपन? Therefore can for the non recognition of Alpha brand is consistent. Alpha brand under IAS 38 is consistent with the conceptual framework. Yes sir. So with this answer is done, also done. 5 marks था, but I have written 6 sentences. As you can see, 6 लिखे, 7 लिखे. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Even though ये नहीं लिखा हो, or if you have directly mentioned it is an asset, no issue. Marks मिल जाएगा, full marks.
Sir, in the third sentence that you have mentioned that alpha is an asset as it is controlled by the entity and provides future economic benefit. And what is that in the bracket? That is
better you can link to the case, no? As we have done above, ki why are you saying cryptocurrency provides future economic benefit? Can I say we can use to purchase any item? So same way, how can you say कि brand से economic benefit है ये? Can I say because of this reason? As a result, a book is published. If the book is published online, etc., XYZ, income तो है ना? You have an income for sure.
you will generate an income.
Yes, you can mention this. It has been published, etc., or you can directly copy and paste it. But as you have mentioned, you have given your justification. You can link it as the book is published, etc. So with this, your conceptual framework is done better with the 3 question practice. Now, as mentioned, if you see your past papers, any publication, if you will see a lot of questions regarding type 2. For type 2, you have to know that standard first. Internally generated brand, same question is that. And one question regarding revenue, one question regarding share-based payment, one question regarding IAS 40, regarding measurement. We have already discussed, वही question है. So what will happen? You can do those questions. I'll provide the list. You can just have a reading once, or you can type out. अगर समझ में आया तो अच्छा है, नहीं आया तो once you do that standard, you can do those questions. So with this, your conceptual framework is done better. So today we have completed the basic parts. How should we focus the basic part, and conceptual framework is done. So from next class we will start with your IFRS 13 fair value. I will start with leases, and I will start with that. And when coming to the batch, as you know, Sunday and Saturday the classes will be there, 9 to 12, 9 to 2, and weekdays also two classes will be there, where we will be doing the FR part in detail, because we can't compromise that. I've seen every attempt. Last attempt, IAS 20 government grant was tested for 5 marks. IAS 41 was tested agriculture, and IAS 16. I had predicted that IAS 20 and IAS 41 will come. It could be a surprise element. It was tested. So IAS 16. So the FR part also will be covering in the weekdays, and the other standards, the big six standards and these consolidation, Saturday, Sunday chalega. Yes, sir.
Sir, and the weekdays, what will be the timings?
Weekdays I will inform it as the batch, because I mentioned many students are, they've enrolled, but exams are going for exam chal raha unka. So as they come, we will discuss the time. It will be evening only, because, or if we will see, depends upon the
Okay,
batch.
sir. Okay, sir.
As morning, if many are saying ki sir morning rakh lo 1 2 hours, or evening if it be better, okay. Or some standards I'll see evening FR class will be there, so you can attend there also, some easy topics. It's not that which is very basic only. Yes. So with this is done. Now I will explain a small concept regarding discounting, which is your FM AFM ka part, but it is very important for SBR also. Because I say accounting is easy, just to make your life complicated, they have introduced the concept of present value. Simple. So everyone, listen here, understand this, because same thing will repeat in your leases, financial instruments, revenue, discounting thing. I say, a basic question to everyone. Today I give you $100, or I give you $100 after 5 years. Which one is good?
Today.
Today. Why today?
Because due to inflation, the value might shrink.
Inflation, etc. Today you say, ki, sir, you give us $100, sir, we will do
Inflation
trading, or
risk.
we will invest, sir, we will multiply this amount. Simple. So can I say, because timing difference is there, that is the reason you're saying, ki, sir, aaj hi amount de do humko. Yes. Because of timing difference, you're saying, can I say time also has value? Yes or no? So that is the reason वो बोलते हैं ना, time बहुत important है. So time. Now this is today's value. If the value, if I'm giving $100, can I say it is $100 only today? कुछ value change नहीं ना? But now, if you want to compare, sir, 100 is good or this 100 is good, what should you do? This 100, you should calculate the value today, no? Today you say 100, ठीक है. अगर मैं ये बोल दूं इधर 200 है, जब बोलो, now say me which one is good? Today I give 100, or after 5 years I give you 200, which one is good?
Still the 100 might be good.
Still might.
No,
Can you compare?
It
Baba?
depends on the rate of inflation.
Can I say you are not able to compare only? Sir, आज 100 दो कि कल in future you give 100, you can. Sir, no issue, sir. If we discount also, the value will be less. So we say 100 is good, sir. But can I say, when I'm saying 100 and 200, can you compare? No. Can I say this 200 you have to bring it today? This 200 you have to discount it. You should know what is the value today. So discount rate will be given. The discount rate I'll not go into risk. वो सारा कुछ real inflation etc. I'll not go nominal etc. I'll not go into the FM or AFM part. अभी 200. I say the rate is 8%. Rate is 8%. You have to discount. So what is the formula for discounting? 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power of n. Yes or no? Into your present value, जो भी, if you follow this, future value is equal to present value into 1 plus r to the power of n, compounding का formula. Discount this. Excel में तो easy हो जाएगा, but calculator I hope everyone knows. 1.08, 1 2 3 4 5. What is the factor you are getting?
136.116.
Can I say the value is 136? Now say me, when you compare 100 and 136, which one is good? Will you say me to give sir 100 today or in 200 in future? Which one is good?
200 in future.
Simple. So this value which we calculate, this is known as discounting rate. Simple discounting, yes. Now SBR ke kaise? How it is related to SBR and FR? Now simple. See now, everyone. I said today, it's today. If you remember your IAS 16 dismantling cost, I say in future, I have to pay someone $10,000. In future, after 5 years, I have to pay $10,000. $10,000. The rate is 10%. When you discount, what is the value you are getting? When you discount, what is the value you are getting?
$6,000 something.
Can I say here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,020 210 ही कर देते हो, round off कर देते हो. Yes sir. Now can I say this 6,210 will slowly, what will you do to this? Every year you will increase the value and make it 10,000 na? If today you get 6,210, you invest this at 10%, it will become 10,000 after 5 years. Yes, simple. Yes sir. Now this is that. Now say me every year what will you record on this? Can I say this is opening balance is per interest. Okay. How much is that 10%? 6,210 into 10%. So 621. Are we making any payment today? Are we making any payment today? No, sir. So my closing balance कितना आ जाएगा? 6,210 plus 621, sir. 6,831. You can easily do on Excel. हाँ, अभी मैं खाली example के लिए ले रहा हूँ, समझ लो. 683. I hope there is no doubts in discounting part. ये हो गया. Then 751. Can I say this will continue better? And here the closing balance will become how much? 10,000. If payment is not done. If I say payment is done, in that case, what will happen? Here payment of 10,000 is done, closing value will become 0. Closing value will become 0. So this table is known as what? Can anyone say me ये table को क्या बोलते हैं?
Amortization table.
Amortization schedule.
Schedule. So I say, do not say कि sir amortization means depreciation of intangible. Amortization means spread anything over the year. Simple. Yes sir. Now this interest, where will you record? This interest you will record in P&L. Which
P&L.
category, sir? P&L. Either it will go in financing or investing. If you have taken a loan, sir, financing. If you have
investing.
Invest. Simple. Did you understand this amortization table कैसे बनता है? Or instead of saying 10,000, I say every year 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. In that case, what should we do, bete? So 2,000, 2,000, I discount it. I get my opening balance. On that, I charge interest. Is there any payment that is done in the first year? Yes, sir. Payment is done of 2,000. So I will record minus 2,000 every year. That also will become 0 ultimately. So this is amortization table which you should know for leases, financial instrument, IAS 16. And then when coming to your discounting concept in your IAS 19, tax में नहीं लगता है. Then here and there some other topics in consolidation also. Yes, sir. So with this part is also done. So for today, we have completed the basic. We have understood the format of balance sheet, P&L. We have understood what is asset, liability, and we have completed the conceptual framework. So now it will be easy for you. So once we start with the standard, the first accounting standard which we'll be doing is IFRS 13 fair value. An important topic for your SBR exam, and there are 4 types of question usually that comes. Do that, it's done. So let me, what you can do, this is the list of the question. Margin, here are past papers. Most of the questions, as I mentioned, बेटे type 2 का है. So once you're done with the particular standard, you can do these questions. If you want, if you have a basic idea also, you can do this. See now everyone, मार्गी क्वेश्चन IFRS 2 ये शेयर बेस्ड पेमेंट से लिंक है. A very doglapanti answer is given here. Some bullshit they have written. I'll explain when we do that. Then non-refundable deposit, internally generated brand. We have done this question. IFRS 9 type 2 question, again it's sky measurement question. And this also is a very good question. See, cryptocurrency conceptual framework, already we have done this. This is also a very good question which you'll understand once we do in a regular class. अपन लेंगे ये टॉपिक रॉयल्टी का अकाउंटिंग, so you'll understand same question रहता है. So with this your conceptual framework is done. For today we have done. I hope you have understood, you have got a little bit confidence, sir, what should be the mindset from day one, how should we focus to this week. The topic is done, complete it that week only, revise it, complete it. इंस्टेड ऑफ सर कर लेंगे 15 दिन 20 दिन पहले कर लेंगे तो डिफिकल्ट होगा. इट्स नॉट दैट कि सर डिफिकल्ट नहीं, यू कैन डू इट, बट वाई टू कैरी ऑन दैट लोड एट द एंड. सो टॉपिक इज डन, पास्ट पेपर्स आर गिवन, डू इट. So in between Saturdays and Sunday evening 1 hour sessions we will keep, so that we can discuss the past papers simultaneously also if you have any issue etc. As I mentioned, if a batch confirm ho jaye, the first 5 classes are done, then we can decide based on the timing etc.
Sir, can you show the sums?
Yes,
The
I'll share this
question
PDF.
banks.
I'll share this
Okay,
PDF.
okay.
No issues in that video. So with this, I hope you have understood today's topic. If you want to enroll to the batch for the SBR March 2026 or June 2026, you can connect with me or Chinmay sir, as a separate video is uploaded regarding the features of the batch. What you can do, you can contact me or Chinmay sir, you can watch that and understand. Once you pay the fees, until you clear your exam, you can attend the live class. ऐसा नहीं कि सर नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट के लिए नहीं हुआ कि हमको वापस बैठना है, नो एडिशनल फीस, नथिंग. Understand that. With this, I can end the session. Bye bye. Have a good day. Signing off. Radhe Radhe to everyone.